It's Tingle and go from 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go from 7 to 9. It's Tingle and go. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday from 7 to 9. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time method to the house, baby. It's Tingle and go from 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go from 7 to 9. It's Tingle and go. It's Tingle and go from 7 to 9. Come keep with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go from 7 to 9. It's Tingle and go. What up, Lloyd? What up, Lloyd? You can call me him. I'm Shay Dixon in the whip with them RPMs. Gotta pull up to the chat and shit out to them. Not trying to ball like Big Folk, then get out the gym. Monday through Friday from 7 to 9. When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back the time method to the house, baby. It's Tingle and go from 7 to 9.
All right, welcome in this morning on this Thursday morning of week 4 as we inch closer to LSU Southeastern on a Saturday night in Death Valley.
I better see the tush push.
Come on now. Good morning to all of you.
Wait, they
in the
did do
chat.
that. Now they're against Clemson. You went that one. You went that 1
I mean,
yard
it wasn't the tush push, but they did a quarterback sneak.
with a little push.
It was something. My favorite one was the Caden Durham looking at the sideline. Snap.
Ready?
First down. Nailed it. Nice to see all your names, faces, and profile pictures over there in the chat. A little slow this morning. But that's all right. We'll get packed out in here. Sabrion, Slattery, Krim, 7-7, Noah, Lejeune. Good morning to all of you. Fonz, there he is. Glad to see you all in the chat this morning. Lloyd, good to see you this morning.
Good to see you as well, sir.
It's always nice to see you before 7 a.m.
That's right. I guess we're the only two that do that now.
Yeah, it's what happens when you put a schedule
Yeah,
together.
you actually put a schedule like,
You
oh,
actually
now it's work.
Create expectations. Because, I mean, there last week, it was, who's going to show up? This person's this day. Too many people here. Now,
No one wants to come.
nobody wants to show up.
Everybody gets all excited for Florida. The real job's when it's fucking Southeastern, baby.
Yeah.
You got to stay up. Get ready. Stay hard.
Find a way. Find a way. Internal motivation is what it's called.
That's right. For the people.
It's the love of the game.
Or you can, you can get fired up about something. You know?
Yeah. No, I mean,
Fire Javar Jaluk.
I mean, I tell you what, we'll get
What'd you do if that was your godson?
What'd you do if that was your boy?
If that was your nephew?
What'd you do if that was your son out there?
I'd call the principal.
We will have a guest join us today, though. So we will get that seat filled. And when I say filled, it will be filled. John Eads will join us.
Oh,
First time.
way.
Yes.
Nice.
First time back in studio, I think, since baseball season. It's been a minute.
He needed a little bit of a break. It felt like it was.
We had him on a weekly during baseball season. He's a bit,
I'm saying
busy guy.
Yeah, he was getting busy.
And so now he will make his way back to the studio. John Eads from WFB will join us at 8:30 a.m. this morning, which I'm assuming in person. Maybe it'll be on Zoom, but usually John is a in-person visitor. But in the headlines this morning, Brian Kelly spoke at the SEC teleconference yesterday. Shout out to Scott Rabelais from The Advocate for live tweeting it all. Give us some tidbits to talk about. Southeastern releases their uniforms for Saturday, as they will be wearing white, green, white, which would lead me to believe that LSU will be wearing
Gold.
white, gold against the Lions Saturday night. Surprise or not a surprise, Lloyd?
It's a surprise. This is the way that I grew up. This would have been a classic.
This is a purple game.
Purple game.
It's a purple game.
Gold, purple.
Gold, purple, gold. White,
purple,
purple,
gold.
white.
White, purple, white. I'm telling you. Why don't we mustard it out? Mustard on the beat.
And I'll ask the chat as well, because me and Lloyd brought it up.
Gold.
All like head to toe.
Tip to tail.
Tip to tail. And I'll ask the chat, because me and Lloyd talked about it a little bit before. Do you guys think that the gold jerseys were just a one-time Vanderbilt ode to the past? And maybe it'll pop back up later on down the line? Or is this like a new alternate that they're going to wear consistently? Because Lloyd said this morning, maybe they're going to wear gold.
And don't get me wrong, I agree with you.
Right.
Really, that's how I saw it. I don't know. I mean, I get why they did it, but it seems like such a drastic measure to take if you're only going to wear them one time. But I guess LSU's done that in the past. But how do you think they were received by the fan base? I think they liked them.
I mean, there's two different sides of the fan base. You have your traditionalists, where it's just, no. The only thing you can wear besides gold, white, gold is
gold, purple, gold.
Gold, purple, gold. And even, I think people have come around to white, purple, white, because it just looks that good.
Yeah.
But I also think if you looked in the stands Saturday night, they were everywhere. Now, I get it was the gold game, but enough people bought the jersey, including myself,
or already had
it. No Lejeune, the mustard jerseys are trash, in my honest opinion. Carl Dunn, I think all the criticism from last year.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they were criticized for it, but I also think part of what led to it being such a big deal was because you wore alternates so much.
I think that's what Carl's talking about, all the criticism
Yeah.
from last year. Not just, I don't think it's in specific reference to the gold jerseys. It's to, they went on a tear of
They did.
white, back-to-back games. They did white, purple, white. I think they wore 6 different uniform combinations that weren't.
Yeah, well, and then they also will do gold, white, white.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll do, then they do, against UCLA, they went gold, purple, gold. And they end up throwing the gold. They wore almost every combination you could think of. And so, and every now and again, LSU will have a game where they throw a throwback. I mean, they had the silent season uniforms back in 2018.
They were a Nike Pro Combat team, so they got, a year essentially. Tulane,
the mustard jersey, the Dijon mustard jerseys versus was that Mississippi State when Fournette was here. Even against Ole Miss in 2018, they wore the Billy Cannon helmet with the gray face mask.
Those are sharp.
So I think that's more of the realm the gold jerseys are in, of the ode to the past type deal. But I mean, who knows? But what I know is that it looks like they're going to be wearing gold, white, gold, and on top of that, more than that, you just care about a win, much less than the uniforms at this point. But it is surprising through what, assumes to be 4 games, they will have only worn the traditional uniform. And speaking of uniform, I did want to give, this is the only thing I had in the 2 claps this morning. The Saints put a picture out at practice of the white helmets on, I think it was Spencer Rattler and Alvin Kamara out there at practice rocking the new white alternate helmet. And it looks excellent. As good as it looked in the promo video, it looks 1,000 times better on the athlete on the field. It looks so good.
Well, it's not fair. You could put Kamara in a paper bag.
I mean, that's very true. But it looks so good.
It does look.
It's a good looking helmet.
It is a good looking helmet. What do you wear with it? Because it's the antithesis.
I think they said color rush, so I'm assuming you're wearing
white.
All white.
Would like to see that, but the Saints have a propensity to mess this up.
Yeah, but I don't even know what else you could even wear with
all
it.
Black
with a white cap.
White, black, white. Saints have great uniforms.
They do. I mean, the color scheme is excellent. Black and gold.
This would look dumb.
Yeah, red.
Good one.
Thanks. But
Yeah, Red would look dumb but with these pants.
no, I agree. I think you go all white here, huh? You got to go icy whites.
Who are they playing?
Yeah, all white, all white. Everybody's saying all white. Is it the Seahawks? The Seahawks this weekend?
Oh, Sky Chickens?
I believe it's the Seahawks.
Last time they played
Because
the
then they play the
Seahawks.
Bill. Then they travel to Buffalo next week.
I don't.
Yeah,
where
Saints
the all,
versus Seahawks.
oof, the Bills game's gonna be fun. That would be fun to go to.
Oh my gosh, I thought about it.
Oh, me too. I just thought about it just
No,
now.
girlfriend,
It's from Buffalo.
family from Buffalo. She's
Oh.
going with them.
You should go.
Didn't get the invite, and I
Oh.
was like, screw that. I might just show up.
Yeah. No, I do want to go.
Here I am.
Yeah. I'll have a ticket too. It's
Well, because
closer.
I mean, like going to see, because I guess you could say like Buffalo in the NFL is the closest equivalent to like LSU from a fan base perspective of like jumping through tables, lighting people on fire, just
what's his name? Ketchup Don, Cadillac Ron.
Yeah.
Where is this mother? I love this guy
Dude.
so much.
So. Sabrion says white, black, white. Jared Hill's all white. Carl Dunn, white jerseys. Cody Boozer,
Pinto
white.
Ron.
Cajun Curveball. I'll be in Seattle for the game, at the game. Shout out Cajun Curveball. Get us some content, Cajun.
Yeah.
Send some pictures of those white helmets back.
Is the last time the Saints played the Seahawks was that in the playoffs, and it was the Beastquake when it happened?
Played them since then. They played them in the playoffs again since then.
Beat them,
Lost to them.
lost to them.
But I don't know when was the last time they would have played the Seahawks. I don't know if that was the last time they played. But yeah, no, I love the white helmet. Absolutely love the white helmet. It'll be, and Chain Gang says, because that's what the Saints need. No, and look, you've got to find your wins with the Saints right now. Like, find what you want to enjoy, because just you can't expect them to win games. Like, I don't think that was the expectation going in. You got to find little things to put a smile on your face, and a nice, good-looking white helmet
I didn't know what you were gonna say.
will put a smile on your face. So, there he is. No, I mean the Bills fans. They're just.
The fact that this became a tradition is unbelievable.
It's awesome. No, Buffalo's on the bucket list.
It is because,
Of
like, I have said the same thing, that if there's any atmosphere that I don't want to say, like, I guess reminds me of LSU the most, it's like it's a college game,
Right.
where, like,
That's it.
Probably Philly is up there where it's just debauchery.
Right.
But Buffalo, it feels like they're the heart and souls in it. They were doing it when they sucked.
Yeah.
And now, like, Pinto Ron was getting covered in ketchup and mustard when they were going 2-14. And he was doing it when they went to 3 straight Super Bowls and lost all 3.
Right.
And now they're good again. They're building a new stadium. It's the last time that they'll be there. Like, that's what I texted Sean that the other day when they were doing this. Oh, they sang the Mr. Brightside, which I think is the oddest song to be like a hype up song, because it's not great what's happening to you.
Right.
But
But it is a great song.
It is. Look on the bright side.
But if you listen to the words.
Yeah, getting cucked. Like, there's just no two bones about it.
Yeah.
But it was after that comeback win against the Ravens. That was wild. And then it was their first to last home game in Buffalo, and their players were, like, running on the field and, like, singing the song. The whole crowd was still there. Like, they knew every word, of course, and they're singing it back. And I'd like, Sean was like, imagine if Death Valley had only one game left. Like, they built a whole new stadium.
Dude.
And I was like, I don't know if I could emotionally handle that.
It
And
would be.
so they played neck.
It would be. God, that would be like the pinnacle.
Or, like, the last time they played, like, those 4 notes and fourth down, you're like, going into the fourth quarter, it's like, holy, like, I don't know how to
Dude,
feel.
I don't know how I would crumble. The good thing is we don't have to worry about that. It's not going to happen.
No, but I'm sure they
No,
thought
no,
the
no,
same
yeah.
thing.
I mean, but college is different than the pros with the stadium.
For
thing,
now.
but like, yeah, I guess you can never,
That's what they said.
never, no, never touch that.
Have you seen the AI NFL stadiums?
Yes, they look awesome.
This is sick.
The Ravens one was sick.
They're all awesome.
Looked like Edgar Allan Poe.
It did.
The room he was in, quote the Raven nevermore. What is that? What it called? What's it called? The Raven.
Mm-hmm.
But in other news, like Lloyd hinted at earlier in the show, it's so sick But yeah, no, I saw these on TikTok and I was like, this is pretty awesome.
I mean,
now,
are these attainable?
one's not.
Oh.
Feels
Go into the water?
Got a moat.
This one is?
No.
That
That one's kind of scary.
Definitely. It's
Like-
the City of Steel.
Yeah. I forget some of them.
This one,
Jerry Jones would do this in a heartbeat.
Yeah, he's mad that he
He
did.
just hasn't had this idea yet. Now he's going to try.
Why
Now
not
he's
get
gonna
on
do
that
it.
AI?
Hey, why don't we get that cowboy hat in there?
This is attainable.
Yeah, you could build that one,
It just
which
ma-
is awesome because of the the rocks.
Can't do this one.
Yeah, no,
Looks like Mario Kart, but that would still be awesome.
it's just you can barely see the field.
It's not about the field.
This one's awesome, but not
Shad
attainable.
Khan would.
He
got
would,
enough
but
money.
it's just there's a moat.
Yeah, we got it. This would be
This one is attainable and would be
sick.
would be.
You could
unbelievable.
do this.
You could break the. Imagine someone just breaks the glass.
Yeah, I guess there's.
This one's frightening, but it does why is it on fire on the sideline?
That's the Chiefs.
Yeah,
You could do this one too.
yeah, good.
Should.
I'd love to see Burrow in that
They were
stadium.
talking about this on McAfee. What would Tiger Stadium look like, first of all? If you could redo it.
You get AI Tiger Stadium.
Yeah, I guess you could ask him. Whoever does that.
You can figure it out.
But he was like, this school's like, there's about 30,000 people in there.
Yeah.
Maybe 10,000.
I know.
And I was in my mind, is that, I mean, you already priced people out anyway. You might as well make it so exclusive that it's
Right.
like, at least it'd look cool on TV.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of people you're pricing out for what it's like
Everything's
now,
sweet.
you might as well.
Pinto Ron.
Shout out. In the other news, Lloyd brought it up a little bit at the start of the show. It's been all over social media. We talked about it a little bit yesterday, but not much. The video came out
Changes everything.
of the pregame scuffle after Jabbar Jalouk's suspension by Florida, and now many are questioning the length of the suspension as he slaps who I believe that's Joel Rogers, number 22
It's like
safety.
a computer film. What do we do? How's this so slow?
Zoomed it in, slowed it down. I mean, just slaps him in the face. And obviously he's suspended for 3 games for that, his role in the scuffle, pregame skirmish. And I mean, looking at that video, 3 games is definitely not enough. And this is just, to me, another layer being peeled back of where this Florida football program is right now. Like, in back-to-back games, you've had a player on the last drive of the game, as USF is trying to go win it, get an unsportsmanlike penalty for spitting in the mouth of a USF offensive lineman.
Too hot for TV.
And what was your punishment?
Nothing.
He told the guys he's sorry. He's good.
Yeah.
So that's like one.
I lost
like,
you a football
wow.
game.
All I have to do is say
Got
sorry.
ejected.
Yep. I just gotta say sorry.
And then I apologized.
Um,
Jabbar Jalouk.
Then the next week,
The child.
your associate head coach slaps a kid for the opposing team, and this is, I guess, the part that for me got me upset is because as a coach you are leading young men. Like that's your whole job. And as much scrutiny as gets put on the players now with the money and the NIL and the commercials and this, that, and the other, where if the kids make a mistake, it's instantly, well, it's all this money they got and they do this. There's no mercy or grace for the kids. But then a coach acts like this, and it's just 3 game suspension. It's all right. It's just if you're a coach and you're running a program, you hold your players to a standard. You should hold you should hold yourself and your coaches to that same standard and more to set the example. And I just think when you look at that video, I mean, that is a grown man slapping a kid across the face. And also, I mean, backpedaling out of there quite quickly. If you watch the full video, he slaps and then he is moving his way out of the scuffle. But it's just like you've got to hold your program to a different standard,
Clap,
especially
slap,
your
run.
coaches. Do what?
Clap, slap, run.
And I just, this is one, embarrassing for Florida. But he should be fired. Like, I don't want to be up here calling for the job, but like, if that's what if that's the amount of self-control your associate head coach has, what else is going on? You know, and I'm not trying to create these conspiracies, but, like, you've got to hold people to a standard. And that's not the standard, man. Slapping a kid in the face pregame.
And that's why I'm interested to see how the SEC responds, because there's no world in which they didn't see the video.
It's everywhere.
Well, no, I'm talking about before it got out.
Oh, yeah.
Where they would be like, saw it, hope this doesn't reach the public 3 games. And now it's in the public eye, and everyone, you could ask, I mean, it's Twitter, Facebook, whatever you want to do, but the court of public opinion is how I'll phrase it. Everyone's fire him, will never work again.
Yeah.
And I get that. I'm interested to see the call to action now that you've seen what the public can do with the internet. And I'm interested to see if they tuck tail and the SEC is like, whoa, we got it wrong. Or maybe if they played as if, oh, new video came to light. We hadn't seen this whenever it was on the ABC broadcast. It's like, I think you wanted to suspend him for 3 games, but you didn't know why. We just heard he got in a kerfuffle.
We saw he was in the mix.
Right. It's like,
he slapped a kid in the face.
And you said 3 games.
Like,
and so I think they want. They're not. I don't think they're going to recant on this or read. They think they're going to double down in silence and hope it goes away.
Right.
Same thing for Florida, because he'll be gone anyway.
Well, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, and me and my dad were talking about it yesterday. My dad was like, I mean, suspended for 3 games. They might all be fired in 3 weeks, anyways. Like, I mean, the whole staff could be gone.
And that's the other thing is you could, if you're Florida, do you want to have a finally a win in the PR department? Like, cut his ass loose.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, finally, there's an adult in the room.
Because like that.
Because you're right. Like, you lay out what has happened over the last 2 weeks, and it's
right.
What is going on in Florida?
To me, like, that video is a look under the cover of the program being a mess.
Oh, there's no, like you're not held accountable for anything.
Right. And so if
it's not this, what would it be?
Right. And so a lot of times when I see situations like this, I'm like, okay, if it was a coach in purple and gold and not, like, if the roles were reversed and it was LSU and we were talking, there's no part of me. I mean, the Weeks boys, Lord have mercy. Good thing you didn't slap Zach Weeks.
Yeah, we were talking
that much.
We were talking about that before the
Tell
show.
you that much.
And there's like, what? Because Zach Weeks is in the
mix.
scrum.
Yes.
And we were like, oh, God, imagine if Whit Weeks and West Weeks saw Zach Weeks get slapped. It'd be like, that game might not have gotten played.
No, definitely not. And so it's just like, so to me,
the damn Weeks brothers.
This is a look under the cover of a program that is in shambles. Because this is something that happens when
the doors are falling off.
The doors are falling off. You don't have standards. You don't have, like, you're ruining your reputation as a program, like all of those things.
Yeah, I mean, what happened with Kev? That was a totally different scenario in which he got attacked.
Right. I don't even remember.
I think he got suspended.
Yeah, but like, it's a polar opposite situation.
Right. I was just going through
it crossed my mind yesterday.
And not only that, now you say, like, if it happens in purple and gold, like, this would be akin to who on LSU staff? Frank Wilson pregame?
like
slapping somebody in Florida? Or, I mean, Corey Raymond?
Yeah, I mean, but, like, and so it's just.
And what would you think I would imagine LSU would handle this with the swiftness.
Yeah, I mean, LSU has set the reputation over the years that if
malfeasance,
they handle it quite quickly. You know, like, the LSU's never really been a program that's going to allow things like that to linger or never underpunish.
Right.
LSU never doesn't do enough punishment-wise. There's been a lot of times you've looked at it and been like, maybe that was too big of a punishment.
Can we go back? Can we
right.
Like, oh, people say we did too much.
Burt Boy 878, did Rogers say anything to Jaluk Pryor? It doesn't matter.
I mean,
it's a 19 to 20-year-old kid. If you are a grown man, you're the associate head coach or the running backs coach at Florida football. It doesn't matter what the kid says. And look, I coached freshman basketball at Central High School last year. Not the same, but you hold yourself to a standard because you're leading young men. If you're a coach, that's your goal more than anything else. You want to win games, yes. You're leading young men. And what type of example are you setting if you're going to slap an opposing player in the face? That's a kid. It's a college student. It's a kid. As much as it wants to be changed because they make money and this, that, and the other, and they are in these commercials and they've got all this NIL, blah, 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 whatever. They are still college kids. They're still 18, 19, 20, 21 now. There's a hand-selected few that are older than that. But it's a grown man slapping a kid in the face and only getting suspended for 3 games for it. So I just think it's just a look under the cover of the problems that are occurring at Florida. And if you wanted to say maybe this staff can hold on because of the tough schedule, I don't see this staff making it through the season. I mean, you're sitting at 1-2 right now with a loss to USF, going into a game against Miami, and then you got to play Texas, then you got to play A&M, and this is what's happening. You've got players spitting in other players' faces, and you've got coaches slapping opposing players.
But as before the year, we looked at this schedule and said, oh, toughest one in America, right?
Yep.
Texas, I mean, this is not from Florida's perspective, I wouldn't imagine, but Florida, don't act like they don't have good players.
No, they should be a good – and that's another indictment on this
what's happening
current program.
But Texas hasn't been all that. Like, they're
Right.
not the Texas that you thought whenever they were preseason. That's what I have my beef with polls is. They were preseason number 1 in the country.
Yeah.
8 now. But that Texas has to go to Florida, and that's a defense that Arch hasn't looked great. And that defense you'll appreciate Garrett Nussmeier more after that game. But what he was able to do and how he was able to navigate.
Yes.
And especially without a run game. But that interception will live forever.
Just stop.
Texas A&M is good, and you have to go there. Like, I think that's more of a loss than Texas is at the moment. Mississippi State, sure, winnable. Georgia, once again, I don't know how high people should be on Gunnar Stockton right now. He hasn't really done anything. He hasn't been like, oh.
Yeah, he got the job done against Tennessee.
He got the job done.
Yeah.
He doesn't scare me. Now you see Carson Beck over there in Miami. Like, that game will be more entertaining than people believe.
Yeah.
And I think Florida could, like, that upset is ripe for the pickings. Just for how college football has gone this year, it feels like that's one where Miami feels like the best team in the country. You get sniped by Florida, who just looks like they're in shambles.
Yeah.
And so I don't think that schedule is as hard as people make it out
As
to be.
daunting as the preseason.
Right. Like, the names are there for sure,
Right.
but at this point, you can't say that all those, like, it's the gauntlet that you want it to be.
Right. But it's just like the fact that this is the position Florida's in now.
Right.
Those games look daunting when Florida should be a much better football team. Like, they have pieces. The defense has been really good. I think they've given up 2 touchdowns all year. And the offense really should not be as bad as it is. So,
And the offense being bad is just, I feel like you ran into a really good defense and made some. You got fooled.
yeah.
He was late on some throws. He made
He stared down.
Yeah,
He
it's
didn't
like-
know what exactly he was looking at.
but he knew where he was supposed to go with the football.
Right.
And then, like I would say, the Cooley pick and the DJ Pickett interception are 2 that are on him.
Yeah.
The other 3,
He got
just
fooled.
threw it late into a window, and that's LSU's defense making plays and knowing what they're looking at. Like, the LSU defense was by far more prepared and had DJ Lagway just seeing ghosts.
Yeah.
And that's why he was late on throws. They had good play design. Like, they made it very easy for him, and he was just late on some of the throws, didn't trust what he was looking at, and that's how you get picked off when you have, I mean, the way that LSU can alternate its secondary is crazy.
Yeah, well,
How many
and
snaps? 9?
9. Deshaun Spear plays 9 snaps and
2 picks.
2 picks, 1 to the crib.
And it's like I heard Bruni talking about this where people were asking if, like, how do you get Spears on the field more? And he's like, you don't have to. Like,
Why would you?
Well, and, like, he's in the perfect spot to be able to do exactly what he does well when he comes in these definite pass situations. You get an extra defensive back on the field, and he gets to go have the most fun in America. Like, I'm going to just pick you off.
Yes.
Like, I get to go lurk and go play instinctual football. He'll be better for it next year. But, I mean, you don't have a place for him to start consistently between Halsey, Cooley, like even Jordan Gilbert's looked good.
Yeah.
And,
no, I mean, you've got a strong rotation of 4 at safety.
But he gets to come in and like definite pass situations and just go be a football player, which has to be so much. And he proved he's very good at it.
And I think, and that's part of like, I guess some of the pressure on Florida is because Napier was kind of he's hooked to Lagway, and now the court of public opinion and the takes on Lagway are much different than they were prior. Like he just threw 5 picks against LSU in a game that they're looking at as could have been won had he not.
Right.
Which isn't wrong.
No.
And so like
you give up 13 points.
The opinion on Lagway has shifted, which in turn shifts on Napier, which is already bad on Napier's aspect.
Oh yeah, that's
that's
the other part of it is sure the court of public opinion can be out, quote unquote, on Lagway after 5 interceptions. If he was in the portal, you'd want him, and that's the other part of it is.
Well, I'm saying that's just where it adds more pressure on Napier, which puts him in an even tougher spot.
Because he's the play caller.
That's his ace of spades.
Your best
doesn't hit anymore. You know, and I'd take Lagway in a heartbeat because I think it's more of an indictment on Napier than it is on Lagway.
But that's the other thing. If you're Florida, it's even if you keep Billy, which it doesn't feel like they will, Lagway's going to go to the portal anyway. But I don't think that's the case. I feel like they have a good relationship.
Yeah, well, I think that's maybe too good of a relationship.
They're in this. I don't know if that's possible.
No, like from what I saw some. I think it was former players from Florida put out on Twitter that some of the players on the team thinks he coddles Lagway a little bit more
because he knows he needs him.
Yeah.
Well, clearly, what he does in recruiting works because
they've got players on the field,
and there's a big push for. Why do you think LSU is taking Peyton Houston and Colton Nusmeire and no Elijah Haven yet? It's like he has a very good relationship with Billy Napier and Florida.
You should want, if you're an LSU fan,
and if you want Elijah Haven,
you should want Napier not at Florida.
And if you're Florida, how many times can you do this song and dance?
Right.
And Wade is bringing the #1 quarterback in the country.
Right.
We have to keep him.
It's such an interesting
I've been there
spot.
before with Les Miles.
Yes, where it's like, well, he keeps bringing in these top 5 recruiting classes and winning 10 games.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna win the whole thing.
But he's not going to bring home the chip because he can't beat that guy.
And then he'll drop an 8-4 in there, and it's like this is the time to do it.
Right.
It's like, oh wait, here comes Russell Shepard.
Yeah.
It's like, oh well, I want to see Russell Shepard play in the purple and gold. Maybe he can fix it. Not gonna play quarterback. Okay, send his ass.
Sabrion said, "Do y'all think Florida would look better if Lagway practiced all spring and summer?" Well, yeah. I mean, of course.
You think LSU would look better if Garrett Nussmeier practiced ever?
Practiced ever. He does practice, Lloyd. Took a couple of days off not throwing. And I guess that'll bring up the conversation for this Saturday.
Crazy
Don't forget
that we were at those practices and everybody's like, "Oh, throwing program." It's like, are y'all thick?
Yeah,
like he's not a pitcher.
Jaden didn't take days off.
I've never seen it in my life.
We asked Rohan, like, how many times did you
Never.
What? Threw 1 million times a day.
I'm a quarterback.
Yeah, that's what I do. Don't forget, every single day we are brought to you by CAS Roofing and Advising. You see the folder here to my right. CAS Roofing and Advising, based out of Central Louisiana. Our guy, Pierce Patterson from CAS. His phone number is 225-910-0619. Give him a call. He'll come out. He'll take a look at your roof. He'll hop on up there and give you a free roof inspection. He'll see if you have any hail damage, wind damage, anything going on up there that may be of concern to you as the homeowner. And then they walk you through the process after that. Not just roofing, it's also advising. So make sure if you have any questions about your roof, you see some grit in your driveway, shingles blown away, or if you have a leak inside, call 225-910-0619 to get it checked out. But yeah, I think.
Well, and with CAS Roofing, like you said, it's not just roofing, it's advising. And that doesn't just come with roofing. It could be life, any questions you have.
Yeah.
Dating advice.
That's what we talk about with Tingle & Co. as well.
Yeah.
More than just sports, more than just roofs.
I mean, I hung out with these guys in Clemson.
Yep. Great
Salt
crew.
of the earth young men.
Great crew.
That I would take their advice.
Nah, it's a good crew of guys. CAS Roofing and Advising. Obviously, our guy Pierce Patterson does excellent work, but you usually see him in the chat most mornings as well. Gage Evans is your project manager, so if your roof is getting done by CAS, the guy pulling the dump trailer in that truck is Gage Evans, who's an avid viewer and listener to Tingle & Co. and a big LSU and just sports fan in general, and also a gambling degenerate.
That's right.
Like when I say degenerate, we were at walk-ons last night. Gage was with me, and volleyball was on the TV, and he said, how can I bet on this?
I love that.
Pulled up DraftKings, and there were lines. You could bet on college women's volleyball. And I don't know if he did,
but
I wouldn't be surprised if he would.
Tickler file for next time.
Yeah, like, okay.
How can I bet on this?
That was the first thought when he said, can I bet on this? Had just lost money watching some MMA the night before.
That's okay.
And I was like, bet on football, man. You do good. You know football. You're just gambling for the sake of gambling at this point.
That didn't even sound.
There he is, Gage Evans in the chat. Shout out. There he is. And it was also his idea to take phone calls on Mondays rather than Wednesdays, because he was like, there was like 180 people in here all blowing the chat up. You should take calls. I was like,
Producer
maybe a good idea. Shout out to Gage Evans, your project manager at CAS Roofing and Advising. Call 225-910-0619. Pierce will come check your roof out, and if you get a new roof, Gage will be sitting there in your driveway, taking care of the crew, pulling the dump trailer, and taking care of you as well as the homeowner. So we'll take a quick break here, and we will be right back with more Tingle & Co. right after this.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Wright Branding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Martin has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff.
Where everyone is family.
Wardo's was created in honor of Alan Ward Branning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
All right, welcome back
Whoa.
here.
Had you
Whoa.
juiced up.
Had me loud. Welcome back.
Welcome
To
back.
Tingle and Co. Gage Evans, it's not that bad. Noah's being dramatic. I'm never dramatic. Burt Boy, does he gamble with my roof? Hell no. CAS would never gamble with my
No,
roof.
we
Now,
did gamble on your roof.
Yeah, I mean, might be sitting in the truck, maybe sprinkle a little bit on the weekend's
Yeah, put in
games.
that mic'd up parlay that's 0 for 3, but 3 for 3
Nice.
for those that matter, those that count at home.
But yeah, no, Fonz asked if CAS will do a roof in Texas. They sure will. They have before. So if they'll do them in Florida. They'll do them anywhere.
Oh, he
CAS.
should do obviously it's contingent on the job, but try to do like a college football game of the week. Like if he could go to Miami,
Yeah,
put a roof up,
nice.
and then
Or
go
we
to the
just
game.
do like a roof for each LSU away game. Like we should
Yeah,
have done a roof
yeah.
in Clemson, do a roof in Norman, Oklahoma, and Nashville,
Now,
Tuscaloosa.
we
Sure,
could
there's
help
plenty of
Vanderbilt finish the stadium.
Yeah, yeah. There you go. But appreciate you guys hanging out with us this morning. Obviously, LSU football back on the field Saturday night in Death Valley against Southeastern Louisiana. The Lions come to town from Hammond, America. Just a short drive down the interstate. And Lloyd, I want to ask you, obviously yesterday Brian Kelly in the SC teleconference has some comments about Garrett Nussmeier and his playing status, and says that Nuss is on the other side of it, doubles down on that, further instills that Nusmeire is on the other side of this torso injury, and that he will play on Saturday against Southeastern. And obviously, to me, and I was thinking about it on the drive over, because BK was asked if he would consider sitting Nuss. He said he needs to play and he wants to play. The torso injury has slowed him up with dialed back practice, but he's now on the other side of it because we were able to do that. He's doing some things in practice he hasn't been able to do in a month. So, my thought is that if he's going to play, which he's obviously going to play, it better look different. Like if he's going to go out there and it looks the exact same as it has the last 3 weeks, that means that he's obviously you're not on the other side of it. Like if he's on the other side and that's why you're playing him because he's on the other side of it and he needs the reps, it better look like he is on the other side of it, right?
But how is that? I mean, what is that?
The game plan, the scheme needs to be underneath.
It's funny because it's almost like if he is healthy and he has a bad game, like how would you know? So he's putting a little bit of pressure on. It better be like you shouldn't be gambling with something that you're not 100% sure on.
Right. And so it better look like you're 100% sure about it on Saturday.
Right, because if it's something that continues to linger and he plays against Southeastern, I mean, Captain Spin Zone, that's like, I'll give you a Brian Kelly answer if you want one.
Right.
And he's like, well, this is why we did it. He obviously needs to work. He's healthy. He just clearly needs to practice healthy and now play healthy, and it's it'll look a little different. And that's the spin or the other way. If it's not a great game, if it does look great, it's like, look, I told you he's getting back to 100%. Like he's still going this way. So you'll never know. And that's why I find it so interesting that this got out at the time that it did. Like
Well, that's why to me, like that. The reason it's getting out is because you're on the other side of it. Like that's
is it because it's been so? I don't want to say bad, but hasn't been.
We'll cut a little slack.
Right, and you're trying to. You obviously don't want to say anything before you play Clemson. But I think you could have, after Clemson, like, you don't even need to play again. Like, could have taken a week off against him. And it's clearly making a difference when you have all of these new weapons, and you can't get the timing down. And then you have a throw against Louisiana Tech where everybody scratched their head and goes,
that's not Nuss.
What happened?
Because I remember 18-year-old Nuss, that uncorked one against Arkansas to Jack Besh in the back corner of the end zone. And so, I mean, you've seen it countless times. His arm has never been the question. It's never been, oh, well, Nusmeire, he's not a deep throw quarterback. No, he's got a cannon. So, I mean, like, to me, when you look at Saturday, the things I'm going to be looking at on Saturday is it's the quarterback position in totality, which usually that's where you're going to focus on in general. But this Saturday against Southeastern, it's because Nusmeire in this offense, it better look different. If you're on the other side of it, and you are going to play him in this game when really all signs to me point towards sit him. But if the decision is playing him because he's on the other side of it and you've been able to do more things with him in practice, and you've opened it up a little bit, and so the game plan should be different. It better look different on Saturday. If that's the reason you're playing, if that's your reasoning, because he's on the other side of it and he's healthy and he's been able to practice full go this week, then it should look different on Saturday. And if it doesn't, it shouldn't have been put out there. And so...
But there's no way for us to know.
I think there's, I mean, not 100% definite, but like, there's signs.
Right. Is it going to be the game plan that you had against Louisiana Tech where it is, I hope this is better?
Right. Like, this is freshman Nusmeire.
05.
I mean, that's almost 50 yards traveled in the air.
In the back corner. We got a quarterback, y'all.
And so, like, that's why, to me, it better look different on Saturday.
And
because that's an excuse that, you know what, if he is on the other side of it and they need the reps, he needs healthy game reps, I'm for it. Play him 2 drives. Play him a quarter.
Play him 2 quarters.
Let him get, how many?
2.
Yeah, let him get, I thought you said 4. I was about to say no.
Yeah.
Let him
Overtime.
let him get the healthy reps in the game. I understand that. But if he goes out there on Saturday and it does look like he's still kind of reeling, or maybe not, like the offense still looks like the underneath, they're not stretching it down the field. The same thing Rose said last Saturday, where it doesn't look like he has the same pop with the football.
It's true.
If it still looks like that, that means
I think
how much have you opened it up during the week? How different is it truly?
I think that'll be, I guess the one way to find out is what type of plays are you calling?
Right.
Is it back to what you saw where did they think he was healthy against Tech, where they're taking deep shots and trying to extend down the field, and then he throws one, they're like, no, never mind.
Right.
And it went back to the very much underneath. And if this is true and he's on the other side of it, this LSU offense starts to and it's going to be hard to make a statement the way that you could have against Florida or really even Clemson or Louisiana Tech, where it's like, oh, damn, they put up 45.
Right.
Like, if you do it against Southeastern, it's like, hey,
you should.
You should. And I think even that's a statement in itself of like, okay. Like,
right.
If it's 42 in the third quarter, you're like, okay, this feels a little bit different. And it's Nuss's 18 of 21 for 260 yards and 2 touchdowns in the first half. You're like, okay.
Right.
He's back.
And you're seeing Chris, they get dropped into Chris Hilton down here and Nick Anderson
and Barry
a
Brown.
Deep post, and it's not just dink and dunk and check down Republic and just all these things where it is old Dan Lebatard talking about the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's awesome.
Slantasy Island and check down Republic.
Well, dude.
But that's what your offense has been for 3 games.
And I made this comparison to Rowe, and I don't know if he I don't know if he just wasn't listening or doesn't care, doesn't think I'm right, or just doesn't see what I see, but it reminds me of the Kansas City Chiefs a ton. And not just Nuss healthy or not, the play calling, and it does feel like a lot of teams are protecting against LSU's speed and what they can do deep,
right.
And it's just this cover 2 shell of you have to beat me by like a death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah.
And you've seen how it's neutered the Kansas City Chiefs offense, where Patrick Mahomes can still operate in that play calling style, because Andy Reid's the best play caller maybe ever.
And you saw what happened when he went from Alex Smith to Patrick Mahomes.
And nobody knew who Mahomes was, and it
right.
was like, holy shit, we can't get beat like that. I mean, he's putting 40 on our head every single, and it's shoo, shoo, shoo. Like,
it's Tyreek Hill down this sideline,
and
it's
LSU
McCole Hardman down that one. And
he's not Tyreek Hill, but you're damn close.
No, I mean, you've got speed
to
weapons
burn.
everywhere. So that's why, to me, if the reasoning I'm accepting for Nusmeire to play on Saturday is that he is on the other side of it and he's been able to open up in practice and it's going to look different, there's already going to be a magnifying glass on Nuss in the offense. Now there's 2 or 3 or 4, and you're looking closely to see what he looks like, because now you've announced he's hurt. You've doubled and tripled down on him being on the other side of it, and that's why he's going to play on Saturday. Because it really does seem like a gimme of, you don't have to play him this game.
No.
Just if you need to shut him down to give him a break and let him get right, let him get right.
Or you could say Southeastern's a gimme all you want, but maybe they need him.
No, I mean...
because, listen, and it's not just because it's not to beat Southeastern. I think you can do that.
Right.
whoever you want to put out there. But I think it's the Brian Kelly looking at 3-0. The offense hasn't moved, and if you struggle again offensively against Southeastern and you score 21 points or 24 points and the defense holds them to 0, and then there's just question after question after question of where's your offense. And if I were him, I would do things differently than how he's done a lot of things, but that's just me. But if you want to make an excuse for yourself in your offense, like we played the backup quarterback. It's right there for you.
And that's the second level of what I'm saying. I'm looking at the quarterback position closely. That's the other guy that a lot of eyes are going to be on, number 11.
Right.
When Van Buren gets out there, and, I mean, if he doesn't go out there, then there's a problem because that means you're in a fight with – or Hurley. Yeah, I mean, either one. But I think Van Buren is definitely quarterback 2.
Yep.
And he looked like, as rough as fall camp was – down the stretch of fall camp, he had some days that looked really good.
Last day.
Yes, excellent. And so I think a lot of people are going to be excited to see him. And it's also kind of like the conversation of, okay, if Nusmeire is really hurt and it does get worse, this is the guy. But also that, 2026, what does it look like in the future? I'm not saying that LSU is going to make the decision of if they go get a portal quarterback and spend millions of dollars versus Van Buren because of the Southeastern game, but it's going to be you haven't seen him play yet. You haven't seen Van Buren take a snap at LSU. And so that's the second level of getting a closer look at that and what does that truly look like.
And I'm interested to see, I don't know if I said this on Mikey's show or this show, but what Sloan's offense looks like with a more mobile quarterback, somebody that actually does have
someone that he recruited.
Exactly.
He didn't recruit Garrett Nussmeier.
No, he was thrust upon him.
He was a part of recruiting Jaden here. He obviously brought in Colin Hurley. He was Bryce Underwood, Michael Van Buren. Like, go down the list of these quarterbacks. Bo Bentley, the one that's committed to Oklahoma, I believe, out of Texas. He can run. Like, you've brought it. Like, he's got kind of a theme of what the quarterback. Peyton Houston.
Yeah.
Like, even Colton Nusmeire, I feel like, is more of it's Nussmeier's brother, and it's kind of a layup. I mean, I wouldn't say layup because I think you still have to recruit him, but different than, like, just the quarterbacks he's gone after have been more dual threat guys. Everyone that he's recruited to bring in has been guys that are willing to run versus a pro-style pocket passing quarterback like Garrett Nussmeier.
Yeah, and that's where it starts to feel like it is with Nuss. Sloan ain't changing his system. And that's why you've seen.
That's what you've seen.
You've seen BK kind of step in and do, I guess, simplify it a bit. But everything that offense is predicated off of is having a mobile quarterback, and Nuss isn't choosing to be mobile. I don't know if it's an injury.
Because, I mean, when it looked really good, now obviously Jaden Daniels is the peak. Like, that's
the created player.
One of the best mobile quarterbacks you'll ever witness in your life. Because not only can he run a 4.2, he's got one of the prettiest deep balls in the game, and he's also extremely accurate and smart with the football. So, I mean, that was the peak. But you saw how smooth it worked when you had a guy that would pull it and go get even just 10, 20 yards rather than, Jaden was 80, 50, 75, 60. Like,
you ain't catching him.
Coach, I mean,
we got robbed of a 40.
I'm going to start drooling.
Yeah.
But.
Touchdown.
Again? Are you serious? No wonder Florida hates us.
Yeah.
But. If Nusmeire is full go and he is healthy, it should look different. And then on top of that, he should be out of the game hopefully after 1 or 2 quarters. And here comes Michael. I'm just calling Martin Van Buren, not Martin Van Buren. It's hilarious. Michael Van Buren, who you're going to get your first look at on Saturday.
I mean, think about the merch. If he becomes LSU starting quarterback,
he should grow out because Van Buren was the one with the. He had the
huge cock,
the chops, huh? Didn't he have? Yeah. No, that's what you should do. You should grow those out. Martin Van Buren.
That would be awesome.
Born 1782, died 1862. 80 years old. Long life Martin Van Buren lived. The 8th United States president. But, yeah, I almost say it all the time. But
was he any good?
Those are the two things that I'm looking at. Now, obviously, you want to see the offensive line dominate, and you want to see the defense fly around, and you're going to get to see some of those younger guys. But the quarterback position on Saturday is going to have so many eyes on it. So many eyes because you're going to be looking at Nusmeire. Is he hurt? Is he healthy? How does the offense look? If he's on the other side of it, has it opened up? Is it different? Is it still dink and dunk checkdowns, or are you going down the field to Chris Houghton and Nick Anderson? And so H-Town Creole, let's be honest, Nuss didn't meet our expectations. He didn't take that big leap from year 1 to year 2 like Bro and JD5. Of course, like BK said, we are spoiled because we went from watching 18 Burrow, 22 Jaden, and then watching them turn into two of the best quarterbacks you've ever witnessed in winning the Heisman, and you expect that from Garrett Nussmeier. And he has been hurt. Like, that's not, and some of the people asking, is he truly hurt? Yes. This is something that you've been able to see pretty clearly. I think me and Lloyd, obviously the throwing program was the first, I guess, pop in our brain of something's going on. Then we were standing in the stands at Clemson saying there's an issue because they are, it's dink and dunk. And I think, yes, part of that was for the offensive line. I think more of it had to do with the fact that you hadn't worked him ripping it downfield. But what did you see? I mean, the slot fade to Berrien Brown, that wasn't like a heave, but it wasn't a check down, and it was a great throw. Should have been a touchdown. But
that
against Clemson, not against. It wasn't a slot fade against LA Tech. It was a slot. It was a go. But that's just kind of where I'm sitting. Where if you're going to double and triple down when Nussmeier's on the other side of it and he's better, and you've been able to open it up at practice, I better see it
like
on Saturday. Yeah, this was put out by LSU prior to the season opener, and Lloyd sniffed it out.
Be careful what you post. People are perverted about LSU football. Don't give me give me a piece of tinfoil, I'll make you a hat. But that was interesting to see it. Then it becomes throwing program,
right?
And that's what it's not fair to. You have to believe one of two things, and you have to believe that he was hurt, or I'll say is hurt. I don't know if he'll ever be at 100% this year. It's very likely not, but you have to take into consideration that he's playing hurt, didn't have the time to be able to fully, I guess, develop a rapport with these wide receivers. But you can't say Nuss didn't develop. It's not. That's not fair because you haven't seen Nuss be able to be developed in terms of unleashing his full arsenal of being able to play quarterback. Because some of the things that he did well, imagine being him actually in this offense where he's probably pissed. No, exactly. But it shows that his acumen of being able to run an offense where he can't do half the things, or the thing that he's probably
best at.
Or the thing he wants to do the most
comfortable with.
Yeah. Chuck it.
I want to sling this thing around.
Right. And he can't.
Checking down?
So to show his ability to read the defense and things that he hasn't really dealt with, it's usually I'm probably not going to throw it underneath.
Yeah.
I know where everybody is, though. And you saw that against Clemson where he made checks and knew where his receivers are. And he does get fooled, but that's because people are starting to realize that he's living underneath.
Yeah.
And it's
they're going to make it tough.
I mean, they dropped 2 defensive tackles Florida did against him, and it's didn't work, but he's going here.
Yeah.
And it's funny to see some of the throws that he's able to make where he, rips it across the middle of the field. It'll go from one hash to the other, okay.
Yeah, the throw to Kyle Parker against Clemson where he's rolling right, rips it across his body.
Unbelievable.
Okay.
But hurt. I think the Clemson game was probably as healthy as he's been and maybe will be all year.
Yeah, because now then he started getting hit.
Well, and he had so much time.
Right. Yeah, and he's got time, and now he's...
But then he got hit.
He's getting popped.
And then guess what? You have to go and play next week.
Yeah. Again. And so the race against my health. If he is hurt, put someone else in. If not, stop using that excuse for underperforming on offense. I think I agree with that. I think that's gone now. Now that the injury has been revealed, and it's been doubled, tripled, quadrupled down on that he's on the other side of it, you can't blame the injury for the offense.
I wonder if this wasn't supposed to get out the way that it did. Apparently it was on I heard it when I watched the TV copy. They were talking about Garrett Nussmeier's health. And I think when they have those production meetings, there are things that you find out that you're not necessarily supposed to say over the air. And I don't know if it was a misunderstanding of maybe we don't mention this, or it's you can go ahead, because I don't think that Brian Kelly had any intention on Monday of going to the podium and be like, oh, yeah, I wasn't going to say this, but, and it sounds like he wasn't going to say that, but, everybody watch
Right.
the TV copy, and the first question you get after is because everybody that could ask a question on Saturday night didn't necessarily get to watch the TV copy because you're at the game. And
Right.
on Monday, guess what we all do? We've all watched the game on TV now. Then they come back, and then that's the first question you got. And it's like, oh, you listened to the TV copy. It's like, I wasn't.
You heard Greg McElroy.
Yeah, flap his gums, the fucking gumper, and it's like He literally says I wasn't going to tell you all this, but now that we're here, yeah, he's been dealing with an injury. So I don't know if he ever was going to reveal this, because I mean, how do practice reports work, or injury reports? Excuse me. Like, I don't know if that's kosher.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I think with Nusmeire, like, to me, the script going into this game on Saturday is Nuss for a quarter, Van Buren for 2, Hurley close it out. You know what I mean? First quarter Nuss, second and third Van Buren, Hurley for the fourth. Like, that's what the script is. Now, it can go.
I think it'll be Nuss for 2 quarters.
Yeah, right. No, and I think
Just to get, like, 'cause you could, I mean, shit.
I think it depends how many times you play offense in the first
That's
quarter.
what, yeah. I
'Cause,
mean,
I
I
mean,
think
if
your defense will be fine.
If your defense is out there causing turnovers, 3 and out, your offense is scoring quick, like, depending how it goes,
Yeah, true,
obviously.
true.
And so I just think the script is try to play Nusmeire as short. You want to get Van Buren extended, and you want to see Colin
Curly
Hallman
Hallman.
Hurley on the field.
I just, because what's burned in my brain is 3 straight 3 and outs to start a football game.
Yeah,
Like, that's not enough opportunity.
It better not look like that.
No. Got a lot of got to third and short, though.
You did, and you just didn't capitalize. And that's
Because
another thing. The second thing you want to look at, you better be able to turn around, hand it off, and get a yard against Southeastern.
Well, I mean, they were good on third down against Clemson, too. It's crazy. Like, they
Nothing
went 10
against.
of 13.
I'm not trying to diss Southeastern. Like I said,
Well, I mean,
Central and the surrounding schools, Live Oak, Walker, Denham Springs, they're all feeder schools for Southeastern Louisiana
they pay
University.
the bills.
And so I'm not trying to disrespect Southeastern. LSU should be able to turn around, hand the football off, and get a 3rd and 2 every single time against the Southeastern Lions this weekend. And on top of that, I want to see Nusmeire look healthy. Look up number 85, Aiden Wilkinson. Look what high school he went to.
Central, baby.
It's a dirty C, coach.
Oh, they got Coprine?
Oh, he is there.
Shit.
He is there.
Keep your eyes on him.
Andrew Messina, LSU better get a QB out of the portal next season. They will. It just depends what level of quarterback you get out of the portal, and I think that depends on
And they got some Lafayette balls.
what. I mean, they're all over the state. So,
I expected more like. There we go.
what are you saying?
Franklinton. Denham.
There you go, Denham Springs.
Yeah, Walker.
Come on, I'm telling you. That used to be our district, Central's district, before, like, when I graduated, they changed, decided to go to the Big Dog district with
Crowley.
Zachary and Catholic and Liberty and Woodlawn and Scotlandville. And before it was Central, Scotlandville, Walker, Denham, Live Oak, and Zachary. Then they decided to get into the district with Catholic High. So, I mean, just looking at Saturday, obviously not a lot of expectation, not a lot of talk about besides the health of Garrett Nussmeier. I think that's where most eyes are going to be. How healthy does your quarterback truly look? And then behind him,
All right,
what's going to happen?
Defensive line group that I'm looking at for Southeastern here. I'm just going. I don't know who plays and who doesn't. Pardon my ignorance. Rowan Briggs, 6'3", 255. He's a senior. Caleb Proctor, defensive line, 6'3", 280. Otto Brewer III, 6'3", 245. Gabriel Harvey, defensive end, 6'3", 245. They got a little lazy with this. Evan Aubrey, 6'4", 250, defensive end. James Harris, 6'2", 250. And that's the extent of what they have. Defensive line, 6'2", 205. Joshua Randall is a redshirt senior. That could be a typo. Khalid Moore, defensive line, 6'2", 230. Shit. Defensive line, Max Elkman, 6'6", 255. Cam DeWalmack, 6'5", 240. Like, none of these guys are big.
Josh Thompson, 6'5", 315. Braylon Moore, 6'2", 300. Paul Mabenga, 6'5", 317. Tyree Adams, 6'7", 310. Weston Davis, 6'7", 317. Cohen Eccles, 6'4", 315. DJ Chester, 6'6", 315. Ori Williams, 6'8", 335. Brett Bordelon, 6'5", 290. Bo Bordelon, 6'6", 305. Solomon Thomas, 6'4", 325. Carius Kern, 6'5", 320. I mean, turn around, hand the football off, run for 3rd and 2. That's the situation. Sabrion, y'all think with a full season, another spring MVB will be good enough next year? You haven't seen him play yet. He hadn't taken a snap at quarterback for Louisiana State University. And that's why I think you're going to sit, like, that's why eyes are going to be on him on Saturday, because it's going to be your first look at Michael Van Buren in a purple and gold uniform playing quarterback, calling the shots. And speaking of transfer portal, you saw the portal window changed, Lloyd, and Silent Steps brings it up in the chat. NCAA closing the spring window. And though, LSU, when you hear those measurements, you're like, what's the problem? I know.
I'm still looking at Ori Williams over here, 6'8".
Yep.
335, and I'm just looking at Google Images. I was like, yeah.
Monster. Ross Dellinger on Twitter said, the NCAA Administrative Committee decided to eliminate the spring football transfer portal window, but left length and timing of a single fall portal window. Sources tell Yahoo Sports a decision on details of the fall window is expected within the month. So no more spring portal window. It will now just be one portal window. Lloyd, what are your thoughts on shaving it from a 2 portal window world to a 1 portal window world? Removing spring, now just a fall / I guess maybe winter window.
Division 1 put it earlier in September to approve a 10-day portal, but that was not approved on Wednesday. It remained undetermined what the 1-time portal will be, which was proposed for January 2nd through the 11th. So they're going to rearrange both portals and just make 1 portal window?
Yep.
It's probably a good thing. When was the spring portal? When did it open?
I mean, I don't remember the exact
That's
dates,
what I
but I
was
mean,
trying
that's
to
where
find.
LSU went and got A.J. Halsey and Bernard Gooden.
Oh, that little window.
Yeah. It's a quick window right after you've seen your team during spring practice, because it's after spring practice, I'm pretty sure, because Halsey and Gooden didn't practice during spring. Their first time getting on the practice field with LSU was during fall camp. And so it's a short, quick window where you just kind of go out, and the way you named it, it was like hiring a hired gun, going to get guys that. And I mean, I tell you what, LSU did a heck of a job during the spring portal window in 2025, getting a hired gun with AJ Halsey and Bernard Gooden.
So the winter portal was December 9th through the 28th. That's the first portal. The second portal window, April 16th through the 25th. So yeah, that was you had 9 days to go. But I guess this addresses like the tampering part of all of this in a way, where you can, because 9 days is a quick amount of time to make a decision. Like,
Right.
I go to school here.
Right.
Like, I don't know any of these people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the portal window, and I guess that's not really.
What was the first window again?
9th through the 28th
Of
December.
And
So now they're voting to move it to January 2nd after the quarterfinals of the college football playoff ends.
Which would make moving that one make sense. Like, that one needed to be moved because it was creating situations like the quarterback at Missouri right now when he was at Penn State entering the portal before they even started postseason play.
You don't have a backup quarterback.
Now you don't have your backup quarterback because he's in the portal.
Right. So I agree with moving it from, but I don't know how I feel about the second window, because I guess it's not like you have to make a decision between those 9 days. You just have to be able to declare yourself in the portal in 9 days, and then you can get courted however you see fit. And I guess that would be the same situation here. It's putting the onus a little bit on the players to, I don't have that second window, so I need to make a decision if I really want to do this or not, because the unlimited transferring, I guess it maybe in theory puts a squeeze on that, to where you don't have the ability to go look at your roster, where you fit in, what coach is still there, which one, like how you're being treated, and be like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to suck.
Well, what I want to ask you, Lloyd, because I see this in the chat. Wolfgang, the problem is LSU strength and conditioning is not good. they get manhandled versus the big boys in the SEC.
Okay, but
I don't think the strength and conditioning is a problem.
I don't know what you saw. I didn't see that.
Because and maybe we're just talking about just the offensive line, because everywhere else, like the defense, the strength and conditioning is not an issue. They are the defensive front is moving people.
Yeah,
And so
I think
for
the
me,
strength and conditioning is if 3/4 of it are good, I don't think then it's
I don't think it's a strength and conditioning problem.
Those boys would be working.
Weston Davis falling backwards on plays or getting turned around, or Josh
It's not
Thompson.
because he isn't strong. It's he doesn't know how.
It's execution.
Yeah,
it's scheme. It's all these. It's not strength and conditioning. I don't think that's the problem. I don't and this was something we were talking highly of all offseason, just from the videos you saw on social media, the stuff with Jake Flint. Like I don't think it's a strength and conditioning problem as much as it is as it is a scheme and an execution problem, because that's the issue on the line. It's not that they're not strong enough. I mean, look at them; they're monsters of men. The defense. The defensive front, the corners, the wide receiver. Like, you've got a strong team. Strength and conditioning is not the issue. That's what I'm saying. It's not at Noah, the OL for the past 2 years not being able to move them. Then it's the OL coaching and scheme. Yes, it's the coaching and the execution and the scheme. That's the problem. It's not the strength and conditioning. They are strong. They just are. And on top of that, like, you just have to remember, it's a redshirt freshman at right tackle, a redshirt sophomore at left tackle. You're going between a redshirt sophomore and a redshirt freshman at left guard. You've got 2 experienced guys who it's their first year of the program. So I don't think it's a strength and conditioning issue with the LSU offensive line whatsoever.
Yeah, I was just going through and listing because shout out Andrew Brasida in the chat. He's like, all of the, I guess the transfers. How old are they?
Right.
How many years do you have of them? And it's talk about hired guns. AJ Halsey,
Senior.
Gooden, AJ Halsey Senior, Bernard Gooden Senior,
Right.
Brandon Brown Senior.
Yep.
That was the first window.
Yeah.
And then Tamarcus Cooley Sophomore.
Redshirt sophomore.
Redshirt
right?
sophomore. Yeah.
So I mean,
All three
redshirt
of- yeah.
sophomores are eligible to go to the draft,
Yeah. So all can go to the draft.
but Cooley can come back.
Cooley can come. Oh well, I should phrase it this way: Halsey, Gooden, Brown have to go to the draft.
Right. Cooley has an option.
But has an option to come back. And if I were him, I would come back and play on this defense and be like the dude.
Yeah, I mean,
Ewan.
Deshaun Spears.
Yeah.
I don't want to look ahead to 2026 just yet, but I definitely
Defense
don't
will be
think.
good.
Yeah, should be stellar. I mean, I have no worries about that side of the football.
Bringing back a lot of people.
Wolfgang, even past 2 years outside of JD5, they couldn't push 3 yards upfield on critical downs.
No, I would say even with JD5, they just didn't do it. They didn't have to.
You
really.
didn't have to, and I think it's and that to me is it's a scheme thing. You have a scheme that fits a specific offense, and you don't have the pieces for that offense to work.
And a lot of while you were able to run the football, because you did have success with whether it was who's my guy from Notre Dame, or who did he go to? Starting running back for LSU.
Oh, Logan Diggs.
Logan Diggs. Where did he go? Ole Miss.
Ole Miss.
Where did he come from? Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like he was I think they ran for 1,000 yards without Jaden Daniels, like the collective of backs, in his first year as a starter. But that's because that offense was able to kind of take your eyes elsewhere.
In 2022.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He ran for 826 yards or something like that.
Yeah, I mean,
But you need to have, how many yards did they run for last year? Like you're on the.
Caden Durham ran for 750 something himself, and he, obviously he came around later. But yeah, I mean, in 2022, Josh Williams ran for 5.5 yards per carry on 97 carries. Noah Kane, 5.4 yards per carry on 76 carries. John Emery, 5 yards per carry on 76 carries. But Jaden Daniels ran for 180 6 times for 885 yards and 11 touchdowns. Lord have mercy.
You ran for, as a team last year.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You could continue.
2022, LSU ran for total rushing yards, 2,572.
In 2022, what did they do in 23?
Let's see.
Because I have 24.
Got it. LSU offensive stats in 2023, rushing-wise, they ran for here we go. So Jaden Daniels,
Yeah.
he averaged 8.4 yards per carry on 135 carries for 1,134 yards. Logan Diggs, 119 carries, so that's a featured back.
Yeah.
Even with Jaden taking 135 carries for 653 yards at 5.5 a pop. Josh Williams also got 55 carries for 5 yards a pop. They ran for 2,659 yards.
There's still 1,000 yards.
And so if you take Jaden out of that, they ran for 1,500 yards.
Yeah, and that is more on par with what they are doing, well, at least what they did in 2024, where it is 373 carries for 1,500 yards, 1,513 yards, 4 yards a carry.
And I mean, I think,
is that good? What's the average for carry?
well, and I think, and this is the problem I think we fall into a lot as just fans of the game, where we look at that and that this is how we make our mind up on if the run game is good or not. Because if I look at the game against Florida, they were able to get 6-7 yards on first down. The problem was when you tried to hand the football off on 3rd and 1 and 3rd and 2.
When they know you're running
and
it.
you couldn't get it. So if you can't run when they know you're going to run, how good is your run game truly? And so I don't think it's an issue of just you can't run the football at all. It's when the defense knows, hey, they're going to hand the ball off and try to get a yard right here. In those videos we watched yesterday during the show, the execution lacked, the thought process, and even some of the plays off of it were not there. So I just think we can fall into the habit of looking at yards per carry and expecting and like that telling us the answer. I'm including myself in that issue because like you see, 5.5 yards per carry, that's really good. Well, 5.5 yards per carry just means you get 8 at one point and then you get 3 the next time. That averages out at 5.5, I believe. And so
they were 104th in the country in yards per game.
Like, that's not very good. And so,
well, I mean, it's skewed because you have teams like Army, Navy.
Right, of course. And so I think when you get in the habit of looking at yards per carry, number of sacks allowed, and that's with the offensive line. If your point for the offensive line being good is because they didn't allow any sacks, there are other factors that go into all these things. The quarterback manipulating the pocket, throwing the ball away. If he's getting pressure, he's having to roll out constantly. He's not getting sacked, but he's not allowed to be comfortable in the pocket. I just think the habit we can fall into with the run game a lot is looking at numbers and expecting those to tell us the whole story.
Right.
The whole story is I saw LSU get 6, 7, 8 yards pretty consistently on first and second downs when they handed the football off. But on 3rd and 1 and 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 3, whether they were in the pistol or in the shotgun, they could not hand the ball off to Caden Durham or Jawan Johnson and go get a first down and move the chains. And that's the problem bigger than anything else that I saw against Florida was you couldn't get a first down handing the football off. And if that happens, that means you're going to be pass happy on 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10, 3rd and a mile. You have to throw the football every time on 3rd down. And you don't want that can't be the case. It just absolutely can't be the case. So it's not a problem to me if LSU can run the football. Can you run it when they know you're running it?
And on the flip side, Stadler, you're not wrong. I'm a little curious to see how good our run-stopping defense is as a whole, just because I do feel like Florida got away from the run game at times. They did.
Yes.
But I
they did not hand it to Jaden Ball enough.
No, especially without Weeks on the field.
Right.
But I am confident enough to say that they could stop the run. Like I feel like they got away from it because they didn't have anything that really get going. Like you had ball break a couple, but they were running into the defense. Like you're getting swallowed up as soon as you got the football.
Well, it's not always just an offensive problem of getting away from the run. The defense can cause those issues, just like they did against Clemson. Clemson got away from the run because they were getting a yard per carry.
Yeah, they
with
couldn't run the football.
Couldn't run the football, and so.
But then you saw against Georgia Tech where they were able to move
Adam
the
Randall
football
ran the football well, and so I don't think it's. I will be interested to see what LSU's run defense continues to look like. But they've just now you've seen it twice against Power 4 opponents. Like, regardless of what's happened to Clemson and Florida this season, the fact that they aren't ranked and they're 1 and 2, both of them. You've seen it twice where you've made teams one-dimensional 2 times. I mean, how many times did DJ Lagway throw the football against LSU? And before that game, his highest was like 30? He had never thrown the ball over 30 times in a game.
Right.
And then against LSU this past Saturday, he throws it almost 50.
Yeah, I think he threw it 33 times and 38 times in the bowl game, but that was a bowl game.
Right.
But yeah, so he's gone over 30 yards twice and
30 attempts.
Yeah, 30 attempts, excuse me.
Yeah.
And then to go up to 50.
Right. And it's because LSU now 2 times have made Power 4 programs with a lot of talent on the field. Say what you want about Clemson and Florida, they are Power 4 programs with a lot of talented players on the football field. Now, I think they have some coaching issues, some scheme issues, but LSU's made them one-dimensional. 2 teams they've played this year that are really good, undimensional.
What do you think happens? This is just a hypothetical. If there is no Jacobian Guillory hold call and it's 10-0.
That's a different football game.
Yeah. Penalty was huge.
1,000%. I mean, I sat there. I was watching the game. I did not go into the game, but I was watching the game, and I was distraught. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, the momentum, like that game, like those are the moments where you're trying to find the momentum. And if Florida breaks off an 80-something yard touchdown after you had an excellent punt to pin them back there.
On 3rd and 3.
And you've been so good on 3rd down. You ended up being great on 3rd down all game. What I wanted to do yesterday was get some clips of LSU's defense on 3rd down, but I think we all remember it. 4 out of those 5 picks, all on 3rd down. Harold Perkins quarterback hurry on 3rd down. Devon Key's sack on 3rd down. Monster Delane pass breakup on 3rd down. TaMarcus Cooley, A.J. Halsey shooting out of a cannon to get a stop on 3rd down. LSU is really a tale of 2 different sides on 3rd down. It's unbelievable. So, but I think, it's a different game if that play gets upheld. There is no holding call. So, don't forget, every single day we are brought to you by our friends at F45. Lloyd, you want to tell everyone about F45?
Popped into F45 yesterday for the old 12 o'clock class. Bang, knocked it out 12 to 12:45. Did it also on Tuesday. So Wednesday, not for the faint of heart. I will say that. If you want to start, don't start on a Wednesday. It's the high-intense cardio day. So get the heart pumping. But if you feel like maybe you do need to be like a Garrett Nussmeier and, maybe it is the fact that you're not moving around that you're in pain. Maybe you do need to get some cardio in your life. That's what Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are for, Tuesday and Thursday. Today, you can pick between upper or lower. Since my legs are shot, go on upper today, hit the chest. What do they call it? Like the Beach Boy workout?
Mm-hmm.
Just buys, just chest and buys
Just
today.
that upper body. Yeah.
So I will be there, 12 o'clock, 12 to 12:45. But if you want to go for the early birds, it starts at 5:15, and then they have 5:15, 6, and then 6:45, and then they cut it off at 9, and then it starts back up again at 12 to 1, and then after that it is from 4 to 6:30. You have a window to go. All classes led by a trainer. You can sign up, pick kind of what you want to do. If you have injuries, any sort of past that it doesn't feel right whenever you move this way, they have everything can be amended to make you comfortable during the workout. So 45 minutes, come join F45, come see me, holler at me. If you need more information, you can always email me, Lloyd@mikedup.com, or give them a shout. F45, come see me, come get fit.
There you go. Shout out to our friends over at F45. We will take a quick break here as we've rolled into hour number 2, and we'll be right back after this.
Weirdos.
Fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
When it comes to your home, the roof over your head matters. At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Ryan Granding at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Martin has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff.
Where everyone is family.
All right, welcome back here. Hour number 2, closing it out on this Thursday morning of week number 4. LSU versus Southeastern, Saturday night in Death Valley. An exciting game, as it really is just the last opportunity for LSU to get right before the SEC schedule. There he is. Good to see you, my friend. Eads has made his way in this morning.
Pop
Good to
one
see you.
down.
Thank you very
Good to
much.
see you, brother. Long time no see.
Physically, but
Yes.
around.
Yes.
Mentally,
Yes.
we were connected.
I actually been spying on you guys spiritually.
There we go.
Oh,
In the
I
corner.
appreciate it.
Yeah, you
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Just the right chair and
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
sweet.
We had to expand with more people being around, but
then they stopped
saw you
showing
were
It's
up.
expansion.
yes, I saw you were taking care of
go.
Christian last Friday night.
Yeah, yeah. Did he send you that video he took
did.
of us? Yeah,
He did.
yeah. That was a fun time. What a lovely kid.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Yeah, he's definitely one of a
he
kind.
he pops up out of nowhere while I was taking a video, and I was like, "Oh, let's go! Christian's here. Now we're ready to, lock in, and have some fun."
There you
and,
go.
Yeah, I was joking with him the whole night. I can't remember what we were talking about.
It's
It's a bunch of nonsense.
Yeah, I mean that's
It's probably for the better.
Oh,
It's
you
a
know
thing.
what? Here's one thing I remember. There was a bunch of little kids playing football off to the side of the field, like
Right.
their own game, while the game was going on. And I said, "Hey, Christian, you should. Or how much money would it take, something like that, for you to go over there and say, 'Hey, I want to play'?"
that would have been.
He's probably the
probably
perfect
free.
size. Yeah.
He didn't like that very much, but I thought it was funny.
Yeah, that was a great. That was
That's
a
the
great,
perfect way to
one.
treat the child.
But it's good to see you again.
Good to see you guys.
How's the high school football life been treating you now that baseball is turned to the page and that's in
Yeah.
the rearview mirror and I guess ahead of us in the future. But now you've turned your focus to high school football. How's that been?
Yeah, baseball will be back. I think we had a press conference a few weeks ago. It's kind of weird. hopping back into baseball, after being away from it for so long. And
you got complimented, though.
I did?
Yeah, well, the media that showed up, he's like, I didn't expect this many people to be here.
Oh, yeah, indirectly, yeah.
I did?
Yeah. Never know, you walk into a press conference, you might get reamed these days.
Yeah, that's true. Never, Jay.
But most of the time, no, but so that was good. And then they'll start fall ball pretty soon, so they'll have some scrimmages and stuff, and I'll try to get out to those when I can as well. But anyways, high school football has been good. It's my favorite time of the year because my schedule is Wednesday to Sunday, which means Thursday football, Friday football, Saturday football, Sunday football, and then, Monday and Tuesday, those are kind of the boring days. I mean, you got Monday Night Football, but Tuesday you got nothing. So you use those days to catch up on chores and stuff, and then you're right back into football. So it's been great. I still got to get to a Central game, but I'm trying to spread the love this year. Maybe try to go to some schools I haven't been to yet, So
what were your thoughts on Elijah Haven last Friday night for Dunham?
Balled out. I mean, we've seen it so many times. It's so easy to kind of be like, we expect that from him. But that's a 2A school in Dunham against a 5A school in Live Oak, and he put up 535 with 8 touchdowns. Just really impressive. They scored on the first play of the game. And I think the receiver he was throwing most of the passes to,
Jarvis Washington.
I think he might need a look locally here. I mean, he's a really tall, lengthy receiver with some really good speed.
Committed to South Alabama, I believe.
He's committed to South Alabama. So, I mean, he has D1 pedigree. And I don't know. Maybe a guy that LSU might want to look into if, later on.
Yeah, they've been known to sometimes slide in late on some of those in-state kids because they know the 2 colors and the 3 letters will move the emotions.
I mean, if you want Elijah Haven, it can't hurt to go, maybe let's do this thing together.
Especially one that's talented enough. Like, it's different than just go and say, I'm just going to go get your wide receiver 1 just because.
Right.
No, this is a guy that can play.
Yeah, no, he's a good kid. He's very tall, and you could put some weight on him. And I don't know. But I thought Haven was really good. He shows it with the legs. You know what he reminded me of? And this is going to sound like whatever, but he, to me, looked like Bryce Underwood.
Yeah.
And I know Bryce hasn't played extremely well so far, but watching him this past weekend when they played Central Michigan, obviously an inferior team, like he was out there running for touchdowns, running guys over, juking out safeties, showing off the arm. Like it looked like a carbon copy of Bryce Underwood. Maybe a little bit more muscular and stuff at this point of his high school career and whatnot. But, very impressive. Supposed to go to Florida right now. That's the prediction that's in.
Yeah, that's the crystal ball.
He was at that game, and obviously we don't know what the stability's like there with the head coach. And, you might question the development process with how Lagway played and how he hasn't really had that. This is sophomore year, right?
Yes.
He hasn't had that sophomore leap yet. It's kind of been more of a sophomore slump. That could change against Miami. That could change, going forward. But Peyton Houston committing was a surprise.
Yeah.
I didn't think that any of the quarterbacks would pull the trigger in that 27 class this early in the game. And I was surprised that he was the one to do it because I kind of felt like he was a guy that was going to go to, like, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, A&M, like somewhere big but not here, So that kind of makes things interesting because they still want Colton Nusmeire, I'm sure, and Elijah. But, the days of bringing in 2 blue-chip quarterbacks I feel like are over. And usually when you would do that, even it wouldn't really work out all that well. It's not enough PT. Only one quarterback can play at once,
And it's an interesting place for LSU to be because it's a place they've never really had to operate from before. You've got, obviously Colton is in Texas, but enough of a connection there that it feels like an in-state kid.
Yeah.
Then you've got a quarterback at Evangel and a quarterback at Dunham that are all 4-star, blue-chip, talented quarterbacks, and you're just kind of not saying an embarrassment of riches because you could very well end up with 0 of them, but where you're kind of in a spot of who do they go after, and you get an answer somewhat early on with Peyton Houston committing. But you bring up last Saturday. I want to get your take on LSU's win versus Florida, the 20-10 victory. That as much as LSU's 3-0 right now, it's not the feeling I expected to be feeling at 3-0 if you thought about it before the season.
Yeah, and that's probably just because Clemson hasn't turned out to be as good as people thought preseason. But, when people say that, they kind of take credit away from LSU because when things like that happen, like a team that's highly ranked early in the season loses a game and then they continue to lose games, everyone's like, oh, well, that wasn't actually that good of a win. They're actually not that good. But you had a hand in them not being that good. Like, momentum is huge in football.
Yeah.
Like, say LSU goes on to start 8-0, 9-0. I mean, it all started with that first game. And if Clemson did the same, like, it's all momentum. And LSU got the momentum from that win. Clemson is still trying to find that. And so, they're 3-0. I mean, they went to Clemson. They beat Clemson. That's a big win. That will continue to be a big win. Now, maybe Clemson will end up being 8-4, 9-3, and ranked in the 20s and whatnot. But people are going to try to discredit that. But that was huge.
Well, you could see the tale of two, kind of what happens when you win versus when you lose.
Yeah.
As Brian Kelly's been able to kind of pump his chest, whether it be with the media or just internally, and say, I'm 3-0. And now you have Dabo. It's been a war of the press conferences between those two. And Dabo has to go in and say, if you want to fire me. I'll go coach somewhere else. I don't care.
Yeah.
But look at what I've done.
Yeah.
And Brian Kelly also has a resume that's missing some of those things, but he can go resume for resume with just about anybody.
Yeah.
And so if he had to do that, but he doesn't have to because he was 1-0 as opposed to Dabo being 2-0. So it's and obviously the way it was purveyed in public after the first week, that's the strongest it'll be.
Yeah.
Because you've seen Clemson kind of take a little bit of a dip, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen.
Yeah.
And you get to be 1-0 for the first time at LSU, so he should be thrilled with the win.
Yeah.
People just do it every year. Like one team gets a big win preseason.
Best team in the country.
And there's always a team or two teams that start the season ranked very high, and then by the end of the season they're 6-6, 7-5. I'm not saying that's what Clemson will be, but I just, I don't want us to continue to go down that path. Then they play, a lower level team and they struggle their way to a win. That happens every year, I feel like, to every team.
Right.
Right. Maybe LSU was kind of looking ahead to Florida. I mean, that's a classic little, stereotype there when you have a game like that. And it looked clunky, but it's whatever. Like, I don't really care about that game because, I mean, you come out and you score 60 points, cool. But then what are you saying if you only put up 7 or 10 against Ole Miss? Like, no one really cares, and vice versa. So, and then they play Florida, and they beat Florida by 10 points. And everyone's kind of upset because it wasn't a sexy win. It wasn't a pretty win. But if you like defense, it was.
Right.
Like 5 picks. And as Coach Kelly alluded to after the game, they tailored the game to put it in the hands of the defense. They weren't really trying to push the ball down the field. Maybe Garrett's torso injury had something to do with that. It was going to be a defensive game, and that's how they had to win that game. Now, with that said, there's games coming up that they're going to have to win, likely an offensive or semi-offensive game. Arkansas, Ole Miss, Vanderbilt. So you're 3-0. You've had 3 tests. You've passed all of them, and every game is different. Like what you're required to do to win from a game plan standpoint, from a schematic standpoint, it's going to be different every single game because everybody plays a different brand of football. Everybody plays a different style. Like Florida doesn't play the same way that Ole Miss plays and vice versa. And Arkansas doesn't play the same way that Oklahoma does and vice versa. So if this team is truly that good and championship worthy, they're going to prove it now that SEC play begins after this week. And there are so many games in there where the defense has won you games already, the special teams have won you games already, the offense will have to win you games. And if they can win games in all 3 phases, I feel like we talked about this in the offseason, that's truly what will make them a championship team. So time will tell. Ole Miss is going to be tough. They just put up 41 with a backup quarterback.
Yeah.
Arkansas put up 35 against that same team, and they have an explosive offense. Oklahoma might have the best quarterback in the country,
right?
John Mateer.
Texas A&M.
A&M, Marcel. Yeah, that was a heck of a game.
Right.
And then who else? Them.
Vanderbilt. Diego Pavia.
Vanderbilt. Yeah, they just put up 31 at SC and 44, I believe, against Va Tech.
Yeah.
So, which isn't saying a whole lot. 'Cause Old Dominion put up 46, but yeah, we'll find out. The season's going to play out and unfold, and the offense will need to win this team games. And I feel like if they do that, you'll feel a lot better at 6-0, 7-0 than you do at 3-0.
Yeah.
So,
what was your first season covering LSU? Was it 23?
Yeah.
So your first year at LSU, you're sitting here, you're talking about the flip side.
Yeah.
And now it's the offense struggling, defense. What's it been like watching that defense, especially compared to what you were thrust into your first year here, watching the 2023 defense to 2025?
Yeah, it's just night and day, you know. Like I remember I would do some like film study breakdowns where I would kind of, instead of showing the video, I would kind of mark down on a chalkboard the X's and the O's and who ran what routes and stuff. And that Ole Miss game, there were literally plays where, well, there were literally plays where guys just simply were uncovered, and ran free, and it was hard to tell if they were in man, if they were in zone, if they were in a combination of both.
If they wanted to be there.
That's a good point too. Yeah. So there really wasn't a defensive identity, you know. Like on offense, you kind of knew what it was, but it felt more like Big 12 football than SEC football, you know. And last year was kind of a mix of both. Like the offense had some games, the defense had some games, but neither side was necessarily elite. And now this year, it seems like the defense is of that elite tier, in my opinion. And they just got to bring the offense along. You know, like Derry Beckwith comes in, he does our post-game show, and I was chatting with him a little bit because he played in that kind of era where it was defense, and he played on that defense. And then the offense was just like, you know, some years it was explosive, some years it wasn't. How good it was would kind of tell the tale of how good the team would be. So it's a night and day difference between the defenses of 23 and 25. Like, we don't talk about the defensive line, but they're deep up there, and their job is to set up their playmakers to make plays, kind of like the offensive line, you know? And so, like, when they're stunting and blitzing, they're opening up creases for Perkins, for Weeks, West, and Witt, the safeties, the corners to go in and make sacks and make plays. But they're also stuffing up the run pretty good, I would say. Now, they're still yet to really be tested by a dual threat. I mean, K Klubnik's dual threat for sure. Right. There's some other guys, though, that they struggled with last year. Marcel Reed first come to my head, that they'll need to prove that they can, you know, mitigate and stuff. The linebacking play, these guys are very fast. They fly around the field. Obviously, you got a healthy Harold Perkins. And then it's the safeties. I mean, it's no more apparent than 5 interceptions, and all 5 are by safeties, you know? Playmaking ability. I feel like turnovers were hard to come by in 2023. And when you have
6 interceptions total
last
24.
Year, 24. Yeah, and there you go. I mean, you got a whole season's worth of them right there. And that just takes it to a new level, you know, because when you have a leaky defense, like when you play in the Big 12, a turnover here, a turnover there is the difference in the game because it's an extra possession for the offense. You win 60-50, you know? In the SEC, when you can stop the run, defend the pass well, force 3 and outs, play field position, and you can get turnovers, it just makes it a whole lot more dangerous, you know. So they're kind of doing everything right now. And Blake Baker's head coaching prospects, I hate to bring this up.
No,
it's
real.
How it goes. I mean, they're heating up, you know, because this defense, I think, is going to be top 10 by the end of the year, the way it's looking.
Yeah, and I mean, the job he's done where you go from what it looked like before he got here to kind of the growing pains of last year to now. Like
it's the modern day version of what LSU used to be. You know, kind of how do you combat these new offenses? It's really an offensive friendly game these days. And so you kind of had to reinvent how you play defense from an identity standpoint and schematic standpoint. He's done that. He's brought it here. He's injected it into the program, and they have the right guys too. You know, like when I ask Devon Keys what the biggest difference is between the defense this year and last year when he played on it, he says it's energy. And that has nothing to do with scheme.
Right.
That has everything to do with having the right players in the scheme, like Bernard Gooden, he pointed out. Delane, he pointed out. Just good. Witt, obviously, has a ton of energy. And so on and so everybody does. But you need to have guys that are fired up about what they're doing, enjoy what they're doing, and to Lloyd's point, want to be there. It seems like they all do want to be there. So
that not only is, like you said, it's not scheme. I think it's just the coaching. Like they want to play for Baker.
It's a heck of a coaching staff, man. It's a really good coaching staff. Kyle Williams, obviously, LSU through and through.
I don't think he's getting enough credit.
No,
he's not, and it's just because the D line is not getting a lot of statistics, you know.
Yeah.
But if you watch them, like they're taking on double blocks to free up somebody else to make a play, you know, and things like that. Just things that you don't see in the box score or cheer about because you're cheering for the guy that got to the quarterback.
Right.
You know?
I mean, you know when it's like crazy good when it's Glenn Dorsey and you look at all the statistics he had go down the list, or when it's really bad when you're not able to get any push on the defensive front and they're moving guys around like in 23, even with talented guys on the front. Like, I mean, you had Mekhi Wingo, Mason Smith, who were NFL level guys, but they weren't put in the position to be successful. And now with this defensive front, like you said, they don't have the numbers, but they are doing their job each and every week.
Yep.
And it's been really good to see. I wanted to ask you called it an offensive-friendly game, which it is, and some of that has to do with rules. There was a targeting call at the beginning of that football game. I wanted to get your thoughts on the ejection of Whit Weeks due to a targeting call.
I don't know if you were on the field before the game, Florida LSU. I didn't know if you were there or not, so I didn't know if you.
I wasn't. No,
Okay.
Mr. JD. Were you gonna ask about the fights and stuff?
Yeah, it was before, which led to it just felt like it built up to a
the energy.
potential targeting call that was like
maybe
they were bad blood on the field.
Yeah, maybe so. But you know what? It's a rivalry game. Like, you got to think of the situation, and rules are rules, certainly. But sometimes in these games, the officials are following the letter of the law a little bit too closely and don't think about the magnitude of the situation. And think about other sports like soccer. It is extremely difficult to get a penalty kick awarded to you, There's probably fouls that are fouls by the letter of the law in soccer, but when it's a 0-0 game, 0-0, sorry, and it's the 93rd minute, they're not just going to give you a penalty kick for some soft contact, and I feel like the same needs to be transferred into football, the other football, American football, because 3 minutes into one of the biggest games of the week in prime time, against two SEC teams, it's a great rivalry. It's just an absolute shame that an All-American linebacker gets taken off the field.
I agree.
Before the game even really starts. It just changes the complexion, you would think at least, of the entire game. Now, did it end up affecting the game? Probably a little bit, but luckily LSU has some great depth, and they were still able to play some excellent defense and win the football game. But I think, and a lot of people have talked about this week, and I've heard about it, and I like the idea of, adding in some kind of
Flagrant.
Exactly.
Flagrant foul,
Level 1, Level 2,
Yeah.
Flagrant 1, Flagrant 2, where you still give the opposing team, whoever the team that got penalized against, the yardage for the penalty, and you give them a warning, and say there's a warning, and then the second time you're out.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be beneficial because it's just a shame.
It's such a harsh punishment
It
for
is.
something that isn't really.
Well, it wasn't
That
intentional.
one
Right.
was certainly not the worst I've seen. I mean,
Yes.
he's running to the football, ducks his head down, and the crown of the helmet goes to the face mask. Not even really the heart of the helmet. You know what I mean?
He's getting tackled by someone else at the same time. Like he's not,
moving 100 miles an hour. It's,
right. I agree. There's no reason that it has to be the way that it is right now.
Yeah.
Where it's the player safety. It's at some point player safety for targeting. It's we're gonna play until February. Let's add more games. Let's expand the playoffs. It's okay. I don't think we really care about target. You did it at one point, whatever the game was. You ruled it that it wasn't safe, and this was everything that was happening in football. And it's we should eject people for this.
Yeah.
You didn't commit a crime.
Right.
It's unbelievable. Jabbar Jalute got to coach.
Yeah, right. It's just getting a little crazy, And there was a roughing the passer penalty on Mahomes, I think, this past weekend too. That guy jumped in the air and put his hands on his head.
Yeah, hey, I can't really watch the NFL because of those things.
Yeah,
it's
they gave him a penalty. It was 3rd and 11.
Yeah, definitely not a Chiefs game.
Yeah.
No, and they keep finding ways to lose, which is fine with me now.
Yeah,
but
I'm good with that.
there was somebody else, I forgot. There was a body weight sack, and
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah, I saw that. I think
wasn't even
the guy
close.
landed on him or something, and
But
then
he
they
moved
threw
to
a
the
flag.
side, and it was just
Yeah.
it was one of those 3rd and 11, and it keeps
I
it on
get
the field.
protecting quarterbacks, but it's become a ref show. It really has.
Yeah, well, you're expecting the defensive players to almost be superhuman to be able to control every piece of movement of their body. The
Yeah.
body control you're expecting a D lineman to have
At
when they're going to get a
315
quarterback that's
pounds.
running away from them.
Yeah.
It's like the quarterback's just waiting there to be hit, and they're just belly flopping on top of it.
And
they're
then
doing a job.
Then when you do let up on a quarterback down the sidelines, Mahomes ducks his shoulder, and you're bro, what
Right.
the fuck was that?
Yeah. Kenny Pickett fakes a slide.
Right.
Yeah.
But like the Mahomes thing was so like manipulation of the game and the rule. It was just like you burned your one card because that shit ain't gonna happen again.
Right.
Like you're gonna
Get
get
your head
dunked
taken off.
Yeah. And he probably does that because he will get hit hard, and it'll be a penalty again, and he gets to redo it.
Right, and that was, and I guess
He was a runner.
Asking you about BK's point after when he was talking about Witt's penalty, he's like, it's a tough spot for a coach to be in because I'm not going to sit down and tell Witt to do anything different than what he did.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, he said he did exactly what we coach him to do. I
Right.
don't know how to coach him any different.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, maybe lead with the shoulder a little more, but like
Yeah,
at the same time, you're running 20 miles an hour.
Right.
Like in playing football, you're not thinking about that when you're going to tackle somebody. Like, all right, I'm gonna lead with the shoulder.
Right.
And then you're just going to tackle.
You're just
You
going
know
to hit
what I
the
mean?
guy.
So I think at the end of the season, like Coach Kelly had mentioned, and a bunch of other people have talked about, it really would be worth examining if we can add in some kind of way to still give the yardage for the penalty, because I think that'd be fine. Like if it is targeting, fine. Give him
Helmet to
15.
helmet contact.
Yep. But allow that player to remain in the game. So you only get 12 of these, in the regular season.
Yeah,
and
right.
he just missed out on an entire game.
Yeah, I mean, and you saw how much it meant to him. He was,
Right.
he was
He's a
losing his
psychopath on the
mind,
side-
and I get it.
sideline.
Like,
I don't blame him.
No.
The guy loves to play football.
Yeah.
yeah, Game could coach it a little bit, but I mean, even from our perspective, like if you're in the stands, you got to see 2 plays, you got kicked out, you'd be like, "What the fuck did I do?"
Right.
Like, find me, don't kick me out. And if you're Witt, who has, like you said, you have 12 of these. This is probably his last year at
Right.
LSU. It's the first night game, and like the first SEC night game in Tiger Stadium with all of his brothers. Like I only got to play 3 plays.
Yeah.
Like, I would have lost my mind too.
That's like when you got like a date that night and you've been looking forward to it all day, and then you sit down, you order water, and then you immediately spill the water on your pants.
Yeah.
Then you got to go home.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I'm out of here. That's exactly what that was.
ruins the whole vibe.
But it didn't ruin the game.
He
and
saved the date.
Yes.
That's why this team, I think, is special, because they've dealt with this now twice. You had A.J. Halsey out for the first half of Clemson. Didn't matter.
Next man up.
You have Whit Weeks out for the entire game against Florida. Didn't matter at all.
I guess you could say LSU has seen like some adversity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they have.
And that's what elite teams, championship teams do. Like
Right.
talking points that we could have on post-game shows about, well, they lost and here's why. That's not the conversation we're having. It's they won despite this and here's why.
Yeah, you definitely have built-in
So-
excuses for Clemson and Florida. It's like,
But
well, you lost.
they
you don't
matter.
have to use them.
The good teams overcome excuses
Yeah.
and still win anyway,
Because you definitely could have been. I think a lot of people would have seen it as palatable if Whit Weeks gets knocked out.
Yep.
And you lose towards, like, you didn't have your. Some would say your best player on
Best
defense.
defensive player.
And it's like that
But
was,
then they just said, we're good.
Yeah.
Win by 10 anyway.
We're
It
gonna
don't
pick
matter.
them off 5
Devon
times.
Keys? Yeah, you go.
That's the silver
Singleton.
lining. You realize this linebacker depth. There's a reason they didn't go out in the portal and bring a single linebacker in. It's because they believed in Keys and Singleton and Little Weeks. And they
Weeks.
still have 3 other freshmen that didn't even touch the field.
Yeah.
And so they believed in that linebacker. That was the lining. The silver lining was just like,
damn, they're deep.
Whit Weeks went out and you didn't even flinch. West Weeks gets 12 tackles in the game, and he goes out with 8 minutes to go in the third, and Devon Keys with 14 tackles and just flying around defense. And you brought up identity, and I wanted to ask you, because we talk about the identity of this defense, the offense.
They don't have
some
one.
question marks.
They don't have one. I tried to ask Garrett about that last week. What's the identity of the offense? He said, we'll let you guys kind of talk about that and figure that out.
Play football.
Pretty much, yeah.
Who, Garrett said that?
Yeah.
When was this?
Last Tuesday at the player interviews before the Florida game.
Before Florida.
So, yeah, they
It
really...
sounds like he doesn't know.
I
don't.
know. I don't think they have one right now. I think the identity right now is we're
like-
going to kind of tailor our game plan to fit into what we need to do to win the game,
Yeah.
and we're a defensive team this year. I think that's what it is. Now, they have the potential to have an identity, but it just it hasn't been there. It's kind of baffling. It really is.
And that tells me, like, it feels like Nuss is super frustrated. Only because he usually doesn't let his guard down.
I bet,
doesn't
yeah.
give like he gives you a whole bunch of nothing to
Yeah.
eat. Like you're snacking on air when you talk to Nuss
Coach
about
speak.
football. Yeah, he's got it down to it. But that's like, I don't fucking know. You all kind of figure it out. Like, almost tired of talking about it. And then you see the interception, which was god awful. Like, I actually respect him, the fact that he could do that in a game and be like, whatever. But that was kind of the feeling after when Brian Kelly looked at him and he's like, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think he's just reached a tipping point of, I don't know if it's probably has to do with the injury, and I'm not playing football the way that I like to play football.
Yeah,
and it's like, all right, here's me checking it down again, watch this. Oops.
Something's up, because, I mean, you watched the Louisiana Tech game, and the pick he threw that was intended for Barryon.
And I thought that was the worst interception I'd ever seen.
Well, it just was like, man, what happened there? Because we see him at practice all the time throwing 60, 70-yard passes with ease, and he couldn't get that one there. So
Okay,
I feel like the torso had something to do with that throw, you know. And it's got to be frustrating, too, because the way they're playing right now, it's like it's 3rd and 10. Could you play for the first down? Absolutely. You got so many good receivers, you know, and they did it a lot last year. They converted on 3rd and long pretty well, I would say, at times. But instead, they're calling, like, for example, a halfback draw, a conservative play to get a couple yards, to get to 4th down, to get your punter on the field and play field position. I mean, as an offensive guy, you're doing your job, and that's cool, but you just don't feel very fulfilled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you're kind of just playing field position. And it's not sexy, you know, and guys like to score touchdowns and lead touchdown drives and light up the scoreboard. And they haven't done that so far, and it almost feels like you're riding a bike with training wheels, even though you know how to ride a bike. You know what I mean? But for the betterment of yourself and the team, they're keeping those training wheels on.
Yeah.
Because
you're 3-0.
Right.
I want to go fast.
No, I know how to drive
you can go fast with training wheels on.
I know how to.
Nobody thinks I look cool.
I know how to ride a motorcycle, and I'm on this kiddie bike with training wheels on.
That's another good.
You know,
analogy.
like it's just.
But
it's tough.
They're gonna have to come off at some point because you know if Ole Miss is clicking in all cylinders, and I think the defense will be better than it was last time they went to Oxford. Maybe it was good last year. I would say better than last year.
Yeah, no, they
perhaps.
played well against Ole Miss last year.
You'll need this. It's gonna be first 1 to 30, I think. You know, and they haven't even scored 30 yet.
23,
so
17, 23, and 20.
Yeah,
have been the scores. So.
It's just baffling. I mean, we talked all offseason about the weapons they have, the weapons they brought in. Like, there's no reason why this offense should be struggling the way that it is. You know, there's just too much talent on that side of the ball, and I feel like the offensive line is playing well enough. You know,
they're doing their job.
You know,
and it's funny because it's kind of it's a catch-22 of the all the weapons. It's a stressor. And it's like the light at the end of the tunnel is like you have the weapons. So it's like we have the weapons. LSU has the weapons. So it's why is it not working? But also that's why it can work.
Yeah, I guess I really want to see some different elements they haven't utilized a whole lot yet.
I agree.
Certainly the vertical passing.
Chris Hilton,
like
Nick
Chris
Anderson
Hilton hasn't been able to do anything / hasn't done anything yet, and. I mean, these are guys that just look so good in camp and stuff, you know what I mean? And the stuff they were doing in camp we haven't really seen outside of the Clemson game, you know? But by that same token, you know, just be patient, I think. Like I said before, the 3 games they've played so far, sure, you would have liked to see more points against the Bulldogs, but they're playing these games specifically how they need to play them to win, not necessarily trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. You know what I mean? Like, you don't beat Ole Miss usually, even Kentucky. They try to play this way.
Right. Playing
good defense, time of possession, stuff like that.
You got to score points.
Exactly. But LSU's going to fit a round peg into a round hole. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to tailor their game plan, which is diverse, you know, because they have such a diverse group of talent on both sides of the ball, to how they need to win each individual game. And that goes back to their 1-0 thing. You know what I mean? Like, they're not really focused on playing a specific way to prepare for Oklahoma in 8 weeks, however many weeks it is. They're preparing their game plan to win this week against Southeastern. What do they need to do to beat Southeastern? And it's cliche and it sounds dumb, but that truly seems to be what they're doing. Like, every week is its own individual season opener, and they're focusing everything on that game, and they're changing what they're doing to win that game. They're not, you know, we're an air raid team. We're going to run the air raid every week. Maybe some weeks it's a lot more run than pass. And some weeks it's a lot more pass than run. Just whatever needs to be done to win that individual challenge.
And that's the luxury of what they've done in the portal. They have, and how you've recruited it, but they have the weapons to be able to do that. Because we talk about, after you saw the Clemson game, and it was a lot of underneath, and this is, I guess, pre-people talking about injury. It depends on who you listen to. But then it became, well, LSU can do this, and then you go to the Tech game, it's like, this is when they can air it out. And then obviously you don't see that, but you see the individual pockets of weapons that they have, and you can utilize different, like, their skill strength, their strengths to be skills for you each and every week. Like, and then at some point, you put them all together.
Right.
Yep.
And it's this beautiful marriage of 40 points.
And you're going to need to, because there's a lot of teams that similarly are built, are similarly built. You know, like they have talent on both sides of the ball and are 3-phase dominant teams, you know, that are playoff level teams. They have good special teams. They have good defense. They have good offense.
At this point, do you consider LSU a playoff team?
Yes.
Yeah.
If I'd have told you before the year,
Of course. Yeah.
if you said LSU was
Yeah.
3-0,
Yes.
and it's just funny how we're
It's
both
crazy.
like,
It's crazy.
Well, because, you
Yeah.
know, you from
This
an offensive
team can't
standpoint, I
win
still
it.
got to see it, you know?
right.
I-
If this is the final version, then you're not winning a national
Yeah.
championship.
And we've
Yeah.
seen it. Like, it's a lot of the same guys that have produced in the past, like the Texas Bowl. They,
Yeah.
they put up a bunch of points against Baylor, which, again, maybe isn't the most impressive thing would it happen, you know? So they just need to figure it out, / unleash it, / show it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like, maybe it's behind closed doors, it's under a rock, and they've just kind of been waiting on it for the time that they've needed to do it, and now this is that time coming up. That Ole Miss game's going to be huge, man.
Yeah,
It's going to
massive.
be huge.
All eyes are on it right now. I'm pretty.
There's a lot of tests.
Yeah.
Oklahoma looks good. Vandy looks good. Arkansas looks pretty good. Ole
Well, it's
Miss.
just the timing of for you to have offensive questions and not being able
This
to
is a
score
good time.
points.
This-
Yeah. And then like you get Southeastern, which will help, but like if those are the question marks going into a game against Lane Kiffin and Ole Miss, who have never had a shortage of points ever. But what I wanted to ask you, kind of on the same line of questioning, Lloyd asked if LSU is a playoff team right now. Is there a team that you've seen this season that you sit back and say, that's a team that's got it figured out and they're the best team in the country?
I gotta pull up like the top 25 or something.
Yeah, because I like Texas, obviously number one going into the year, obviously massive question marks. Ohio State, I think, has looked really good, but I think they still Sayan is still kind of a question mark at quarterback because he's a first-year starter.
Yeah.
I just think when you go down the list, Georgia, they gave up 38 points to or whatever to Tennessee.
Yeah. Penn State has played Nevada, Villanova,
Right.
and
Stony Brook
Stony
playing nobody.
and Central's JV team is nice.
Right. Yeah. No.
That'd be more of a challenge.
Yeah, I think so.
Who's looked the most complete? Miami's looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Notre Dame, they pummeled South Florida. I think Oregon's looked pretty good quietly. You don't really think about Oregon because they haven't really played in a huge game yet. They played Northwestern recently. They played, I don't think they really played anybody that good yet, but they look pretty good. Florida State, we haven't talked about since they beat Alabama.
Yeah, they
but
did.
See if they could follow that up against someone not named Texas A&M Commerce or whatever. Who else has looked good and complete? A&M looked good, but the defense, you give up 42 or 40 to Notre Dame. That's a question mark. Oklahoma has looked pretty good, but I go back to who have they played? Michigan, freshman quarterback.
Right.
Offense didn't look that good. Time will tell if that was a Michigan thing or an Oklahoma thing. But John Mateer's a baller.
Yeah.
My coworker Kevin was driving out of the station after the Saints game. We were just chatting for a minute about the Saints and quarterback, and maybe if they get a quarterback next year. He was like, who are they tanking for this year? I was like, maybe John Mateer.
Yeah.
He's the only one that I can really think of right now that's playing well at the quarterback position.
All the guys you had, the Manning, Klubnik, Nusmeire kind of positioning.
At least so far, not so much.
They haven't answered the call.
Rattler hasn't been bad.
No, he hasn't. Going down the list a little bit more. I mean, Ole Miss put up 41 with a backup quarterback.
Right.
That's impressive. Iowa State has looked good, but they barely beat Iowa.
Yeah.
They barely beat Arkansas State last week. They only won by 8 points against them.
I forget this is your time. This is your area.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've watched film every week on all the highlights I miss. I try to keep up. So
Yeah. No,
I'm trying to give you a good answer
No,
here.
I love it.
Missouri.
Yeah.
Missouri looks good.
Really
offense.
good win against Kansas.
Yep. They play
South Carolina. on
South
Saturday.
Carolina. Yeah, that spreads like 2 touchdowns.
Questionable Lenore Sellers.
Right. Oh, which Vanderbilt? Yeah.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt.
No, I mean,
I picked that upset the minute it popped up.
as did I.
Yeah. Despite they would have won the game anyway if Sellers didn't play.
No, I
did
mean
play
they are an inspired football team, and they talk about having an identity on offense.
It's their quarterback.
I mean, they are Diego Pavia through and through, offensively. And he's
good
throwing out
system.
He's throwing out lead blocks in the option offense.
Yeah, and he's
for his
pitching
running back.
out options as well.
Yeah.
That defense is flying around. That's a heck of it. That's
been pretty
gonna be
impressive.
a tough game. I think someone told me the FPI is Vanderbilt favored to beat LSU.
Wow.
In Nashville right now, 60-40 or something like that.
I'm gonna have to make a trip to Nashville.
You should.
Nashville's awesome.
I think the stadium's done too.
I think they completed it. Yep.
Georgia Tech obviously beat Clemson. Utah and Texas Tech have both looked decent. They'll play each other this week. And then Tennessee, good offense.
No, yeah, I mean, if anytime you score that many points against a Georgia defense, you got to kind of circle it.
Yeah, Joey Aguilar looks good.
He did look good.
Man, I don't know if there's a team, honestly,
That's what's wide open for LSU this year.
Wide.
Don't blow it.
A lot of these teams have looked good, but you're like, there's a but.
There's always a but. Butts everywhere.
So, right. So I guess it's, as the season goes on, there's one team that'll separate itself from the rest, but by the end of it, it's not a 4-team playoff anymore. It's a 12. Yeah. So, Ohio State could go 10-2 like we did last year and get hot. And
Clemson lost 3 games.
So
they
still got
year,
in. I tell you who's looked really good, though. Tulane. And I've been saying it for weeks.
Yeah.
LSU Tulane playoff matchup in Death Valley.
That would be
got to have that. They got to beat Ole Miss this week.
Yeah, they play Ole Miss this Saturday.
Which they could.
They could.
They could.
They could play them. They could beat them.
Yeah.
They played them really tough last year.
They did.
Uptown. They just beat Duke better than the score would indicate.
Yes. Yeah. And Summerall is a coach.
Dude, he's awesome. He's awesome.
Yeah. No, he's
I
excellent.
wish we got to cover him as well. He reminds me of Jay Johnson in a lot of ways.
Yeah, no,
he's football side.
I mean, and it's kind of. And I hate to bring him up again as a head coach. I mean, Blake Baker, that's the same mold. You know?
Yeah, I don't think. John says he loves it here. I think he tweeted something about that this morning. But I think he's a Kentucky guy.
Yeah.
Someone was telling me, and if they decide to make a move there, maybe he would go.
Jobs are going to open up in the SEC. Whether it's Florida, Kentucky, Arkansas. Yep. Go down the list of potential job openings, and if they open up. He's going to be at the top of a lot of lists.
Yeah, because
Ole Miss, if Florida, because that's the thing. People are saying, well, if Florida opens up and Lane wants to go to Gainesville, then Ole Miss is open, and what happens? There's so many potential movements, and I think Summerall's going to be at the top of a lot of lists.
He's awesome. He's won everywhere he's been. He's quickly turned Tulane into a playoff contender.
Yeah,
lost his quarterback for $4 million. May have gotten a little lucky with the Retzlaff thing. Opportunity.
Yeah. Yep.
Took advantage of it.
And
I'm sure they would have been fine anyway. That defense is balling. They made Northwestern look like a MAC team.
Yeah.
When they played them.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited to watch that football game on Saturday. Ole Miss, and as much as because I'm watching Ole Miss before LSU faces them, but even just as a football fan, Louisiana guy, watch Tulane and Ole Miss. Be exciting.
We'll see if Austin Simmons plays or not. He didn't.
Yeah, what's his name? Trinidad
Chambliss.
Yeah, what a name.
Ferris State. They won the D2 national championship last year.
He balled
from
out.
Michigan. Yeah, he did.
Are they at quarterback controversy? Huh?
Sounds like a name that you would get at NCAA.
Yes.
When you're recruiting.
Yeah.
One of those gyms, one of the little green gyms. Trinidad Chambliss from a DG transfer. Got to get him.
Must get.
Make sure he ends up on campus.
Getting all my hours.
Sit in the house.
Yeah, getting all my hours.
Yes.
I
do get mad at those little digital people.
Oh, they.
What do you mean in a recruiting race?
Called these.
I'm giving you everything.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
The blood, sweat, and tears I've poured into your commitment, the relationship I have with your family.
And you play against fuck this kid.
How many times I've DM'd you?
Yeah, a lot. It's my last 10 hours, Greg. Take them.
Oh my gosh.
It's unbelievable.
You know what? I would talk to your parents.
Yep.
You tell you're making a bad decision. You can't trust that coach over there.
Do you know who that is?
You know what I know.
It feels like The Blind Side. Mm-hmm. Like when all the coaches were coming in, and you got Nick Saban sitting on the couch with Big Michael Orr, and then Coach O comes in with the Ole Miss shirt on. And it's just like
what a movie.
Yeah,
that's the only part worth watching because you see what a cast of characters are walking through the door. It's like this is how it kind of really is. At some points. And what a bad person she is. Like, Jesus. I mean, they were already rich. They didn't need to take his money.
Right? No, I mean.
I got all their Taco Bells.
You think
Shut up,
it's
little Jay.
time to connect
Sean
athletically?
Jay.
It's been a while since you've done the athletic connections with us.
Yeah.
We've still only failed once.
Okay.
We had Seth Dardar in here one day, and we failed because it was Canada Day. And so it was all Canadian stuff.
Yeah, you'd have been a good lifeline because you're the closest
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
Canada.
yeah, I
I'm
guess
only
you
30
are.
minutes from the, well, where I grew up at least, 30 minutes from the border.
I guess, yeah, you would be our closest Canadian.
Okay, then.
Resident Canadian. I like Tim Hortons, you know?
Yeah.
You guys know what Tim Hortons is?
I know what it is, never had it.
Okay. It's like Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah.
But for
Heard it's better.
Canadian
Is it
Dunkin'
better?
Donuts. Okay, then dunk your donut.
They all just have their different tastes,
Yeah.
you know?
Fair enough.
It's like Jimmy John's and Subway, you know?
Yeah.
They just taste different.
Jersey Mike's.
They're both good.
Mike's Way.
Yeah,
Oh,
that too.
Give Mike my sub.
what's his name? Jay Horton?
Or
Tim Hortons.
Warner's.
Oh, Horton's Way.
Wardo's Po' Boys. There you go.
That is
Shout out.
gas.
Woo!
Fire.
Delicious.
So you guys are sponsored by a fitness thing now?
F45, yeah.
brother.
That's why.
Freaking go.
how-
Get in there. I'm going to look like Eads.
Let's see. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
It's chest day today. John, you should
Heart.
pop in with me.
Spade Heart Club.
Yeah?
It's chest day. Or leg day, depending on your mood.
I've sworn my
Diamond.
fitness goals to Chris Martin and Chris Martin only.
Yeah, me too.
Lloyd, Lloyd's the same way. Every time he sees him.
When I was working, I was actually thought about that yesterday because I was pushing myself, as they say, on the cardio, and I was
Do
like,
they say?
Yeah, I say to me, like, I don't even know if I'm trying, but I'm trying to try. But I was like, I wonder if I could even do, like, I wonder if he would fuss at me because I'm not going as hard as I should.
Probably.
Well, that's what I need then.
Yeah. You need him.
That would be his most impressive project if he got me to be.
I know. I was talking to when I played in that little softball tournament. I was talking to DJ Primo, and I was like, "What are the workouts like?" Because I mean, it looks awesome having Chris Martin there. And he was like, "Yeah, it's pretty cool."
Yeah,
I was
because
like,
it doesn't
"I'm
seem
sure."
like it's. I don't know. It seems like it's dynamic training to where
Yes,
it's not just
well, and you try. I mean, he's so
smart.
intelligent. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, I know what you're telling me to do is right.
This works.
Yes.
You want abs? This is how you get abs.
Yeah.
It's pretty chill.
Stop drinking. Oh, well, that's not true.
Liar.
I don't believe you. That's a bridge too far, Christopher.
Consistent, reliable,
Steady.
steady, unfailing. It's Lloyd.
That's me.
The LSU secondary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amen. Most dependable class of 2020, Central High School.
That's Christian.
That was you.
That was me. Yeah, Christian's, reliable.
I was
Unfailing.
a class clown and Mr. Spirited.
There you go. You are spirited, that's for sure.
I didn't get
That's for
anything.
sure.
Oh,
Which might be a good thing.
Maybe.
Ray Allen, Josh Allen, Fog Allen, Dick Allen, or Victor Allen.
I don't know, but yeah, that was a great pull.
Dick Allen.
Sure.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nice. Let's
What
go.
are these?
I don't know.
Fog Allen. Shout out to that guy.
I think that's
Yeah.
the Kansas basketball gym.
Oh.
Fog Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Dick Allen.
I don't know who that is.
I know Ray Allen and Josh Allen.
Yeah, Dick out Allen.
Disgusting.
It's not my fault.
Oh, Brian Burgess had it. He had these in
Allen?
the chat. He was no, he didn't have Dick included, but he had the Yankee Victor Golf uniform.
What was it? What was the answer?
It was like sports terms in the NATO alphabet or whatever.
Oh, he should.
Yeah.
Military man. Good for you. Dick Allen smokes cigarettes in the dugout.
Nice.
My new favorite player.
Who doesn't?
He's in the Hall
Yeah,
of Fame.
Fog Allen coached Kansas. Dick Allen, White Sox great. What a stud. How about that? Steady, reliable, unfailing, and consistent. Do we have the...
We do. Oh, you're about to see a real
Oh, yeah,
skill
we do.
here.
We've added a new trivia
Yeah,
as well.
I've noticed this.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to be very good at it.
Yeah, it's a...
See
We rely on the chat.
The chat is really good at it. They come in handy.
All right,
Because we've
chat.
gone on a streak of going 9 for 9 pretty consistently, and it's because
The chat.
of Brian Burgess, Johnny L. Goodson, and the rest of the crew in the chat.
Let's go.
And because Noah can do this.
Know your role.
The celebrity mashup. Oh my! It's Drew Barrymore, and then the guy from 24. What's his name?
Jack Bauer.
Is that his real name?
Kiefer
That's his
Sutherland.
name. Yeah.
The hair looks like Tom Brady.
No.
The hair?
Yeah.
It's a little. He's balding a little bit more than Tom is, but it's got the
Well,
same.
the way that he, yeah.
Yeah, it's got the same style.
Barbara Babcock. Let's go. Kiefer Sutherland. I am Jack Bauer. He had
Ben
24
Coates
hours.
caught 50 touchdowns, made 5 Pro Bowls with this AFC team from 91 to 99.
See, that's just not even fair. Like, I wasn't even alive.
5 Pro Bowls. I feel like I should know a guy that caught 50 touchdowns.
And especially played tight end.
Lloyd,
AFC.
you were alive for
I was
this.
alive. I was alive.
Ben Coates,
No idea.
an AFC team. Who would have
Trying to think.
Who in the AFC would have thrown a lot?
The
at?
Raiders were on the cusp of throwing a lot when they had Richard.
The Pats,
Gannon,
the New England Patriots.
Patriots.
Johnny L. Goodson, Glimmer Fredette, and Fonz, and Brian Burgess, and P-Dub. Everybody knows it. Yeah, not us.
Not us.
College football. Let's go.
Oh,
John Ross.
Oh, yeah.
Is it John Ross?
I think
were you
it's
gonna
John
say?
Ross. Well, I was excited that I actually had it.
Yeah.
I do that too. I'm like, wait.
Yeah. Because Ross,
I
the
remember
one
watching them that year.
he ran like the 4-2-1
40.
Yeah.
They had a couple good receivers on that team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They made the college football playoff.
They did. They lost to Bama. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dog walked by Bama.
Jake Browning proving to be.
Oh, he's pretty big this weekend.
Yeah. It's the matchup again. Him against the Vikings.
Poor
J.J.
Joe Burrow,
McCarthy.
man.
Ah,
He guy's
dude,
hurt
I'm
every
gonna-
freaking.
I'm
He
gonna
hasn't.
cry.
He hasn't done anything yet. He hasn't
Who?
put out like a tweet or an Instagram. So he's just. Somebody stay with him.
Yeah.
Like, keep,
Watch him.
Yeah, keep him in
Watch
your
him.
thoughts, or just keep eyes on him. The man needs football.
Oh,
and he
more
doesn't
than he
have
needs
football.
oxygen, and
Yeah,
now he
it's
doesn't have
not.
it.
They can only play the piano for so long, and play chess.
Yes.
Five minerals.
And since 2000, what franchise brought home the most
Or
American
fossils, I'm
League
sorry.
Cy Young awards?
The Guardians. The Cleveland Guardians
Probably,
is what the chat is saying.
Who?
yeah. Guardians.
Who would have won a bunch of Cy Young?
They have had really good pitching. Yeah.
trying to think.
Oops.
Wrong.
Old habits
Only
die
other one I
hard.
would say is the
Old-
Yankees, but
Yeah.
Geography.
Let's see.
Oh, Hartford,
Hartford, Connecticut.
right?
I have no idea. So
I think.
Yeah.
you were confident in it.
Yeah.
I like it. There you go. Good job.
And packaging with a light blue bottom. Oh. Carb Smart.
Is this variety of products from this ice cream brand? Carb Smart?
Sounds like a cult.
Which, some people don't like the carbs. Carbs are the enemy.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't
should
really.
know- yeah, this
I don't
is-
dabble in this brand, this type of ice cream.
Not my ice cream.
I'm looking at the nutrition facts. Looking at the flavor.
Oh, well, like taking my ice cream
If
away.
you look
what
at-
happened to this country?
If you look at the nutrition facts on your ice cream, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
It's not the point of ice cream.
How many servings? This much.
Yeah, the pint.
That's mine.
Servings.
Personal pint.
Yeah, that's what it's for. I had a pint last night.
Look at the nutrition.
But a light
Bad
blue-
for me.
Packaging with a light blue bottom.
This is something that I could know, but I don't do the ice
I
cream.
mean, ice cream brands, Bluebell, Breyers.
Breyers in
Breyers.
the chat.
There you go. Ben and Jerry's. They don't care about carbs at Ben and Jerry's.
Yeah, they're trying to load that thing up. what else can I? Oh, I could fit more of you.
Yeah.
Television.
Colt favorite sitcom.
Oh.
Letterkenny set in this
Canada.
country. Yeah.
Yeah, ironically, I didn't know that one.
Oh,
It's Shorzy.
yeah. 2003.
Cold Mountain.
Mountain. Judy. Where's Judy?
Best actress. I don't even know what the 2020
either. I haven't seen
biopic
it.
Judy is.
Here's
Never
Judy
seen
Garland. Old Canada. You okay then? Trevor Bauer.
What?
Gage Evans. He's right though. He's on that staff.
He's unbelievable, dude. God.
Each time to shine. Renee Zellweger.
Brian.
I don't get it.
He knows everything.
That's
Renee.
their-
Oh,
that's
P
their-
Dub's in it too.
Yeah, there you go, P-Dub. P-Dub knows Renee. Renee something.
Renee
All right,
Zellweger.
music.
I
Let's
haven't,
see.
I haven't even heard of either one of those things. I don't even know what
Please
Renee
be
Zellweger looks like
Young
anymore.
boy question.
Yeah, you need a,
This
you need a young
artist
boy.
is on tour for his.
Yeah, you gonna
album
go?
Mesa.
You gonna go to New Orleans?
Oh, Christian and I were talking about it actually.
Christian's
I'm
going.
pondering.
Top 10 hit. Christina Aguilera was featured on this Maroon 5 song.
Oh.
2011. I should know this.
It's not.
You don't think it's Payphone, right?
I don't. She's not on payphone, huh?
I don't know. I don't listen to this music.
Maroon 5 was a bop. growing
They
up.
were.
Adam Levine.
Yeah.
Those were
Slept
good
with his trainer. Sent some spicy DMs.
Spicy.
I'm someone's gonna say the name of the song. I'm gonna be pissed.
Was it Payphone?
No, what's
I don't
the other
think
one they
so.
did? They did Moves Like Jagger.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
she was on that one.
That's it.
That's the only one I think of that had a feature.
Underrated pregame song.
Pre-game? Fire the moves,
Look, I
moves
was
like
like-
Jagger.
I was
You and
10.
Christian should hang
That's
out. Yeah.
That and
That's
Eminem.
awesome.
There you go.
Of course.
Christina Aguilera, funnily enough, has beef with Eminem.
Yeah.
Nice.
9.
Really good job.
Attaboy.
She opens up the MTV award and she goes, ha ha, Eminem.
Wait, what?
You never seen that clip?
Yeah, that's yeah.
And then Eminem's
That's-
like, he gets up and thank you.
Thank you.
Shout out.
How about you ever watch that game where they brought him into the broadcast booth? It was on ESPN.
Oh yeah, he did. There was the Michigan game
Yeah,
where
Michigan,
he was in
Connecticut.
He was
Hartford.
in character for Berserk or whatever for his new
Yes.
album.
Oh.
He was
And
like
they
playing.
were trying to interview him, and he just stood there after they asked him a question like this.
Yeah, he just it
Didn't say anything for like
Yeah.
10 seconds.
he just was in the booth.
Yeah.
It's like
Look
this-
it up later. It was
Legend. Yeah, I haven't seen it.
It was
I'll
actually
look up and
sick.
watch it.
Like, they actually used his music when they were going to commercial.
Oh, that's
When
fine.
It was kind of like the theme of the game.
That's what LSU should do
pretty
with Young
sick.
Boy.
That's what ESPN should get more into. I think it'd
Yeah.
be cool to mix in that.
Yeah, you got to make ESPN fun. I fired ESPN. Me and my dad were watching SportsCenter the other day, and they've definitely made the budget cuts on, like, the staffing. Because it was just all these people that were, like, our age that I've never seen before in my life doing the sideline reporting. I was like, I mean, good for them.
Yeah.
I was just like, I mean, what happened to all the faces? Now you got Neil Everett and Stan Verrett doing a Twitch show. The Stan and Neil show.
Do you think that they're
On
ever
Twitch.
at a point where all these motherfuckers are just looking at their phone anyway? Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because I mean, we are all in the industry. More John works like does actual sideline
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, you're the
And
TV
it's-
guy.
You'd probably be like, I mean, what do you do when you watch a game?
Like a broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Well, definitely locked in on the game and taking notes on what happens. But there's times where someone will say something or the way they present something where I'm like, I probably wouldn't have done it that way, you know. Or if they mess up a name or something like that.
God,
I'm
the
definitely
names,
like,
dude.
what are we doing?
The
you
names
know?
piss me off.
Yeah, like that's your number one job
Yes.
when you're broadcasting a game. Is
What
to
they
get
kept
the
calling
names right.
Mansour Delane, they kept Delon.
Yeah, I
Dellin.
think, yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
Greg.
We're just
Yeah.
shooting it. We're shooting the breeze, brother.
We're just-
It happens in the
take a stab
NFL
at
too.
it.
Like
Yes.
Jonathan Vilma's the biggest culprit. Like he'll just say the blatantly wrong name, and it's like, come on, man. It's like,
Game's moving too fast for him.
like, get the names right at least if you're not going to do anything else. You know?
drives me insane.
So, but you know, if there's someone you like, you know, you'll watch them all the time, and
Yeah.
you believe them and have credibility and whatnot.
What do you do during commercial?
So, commercials, go to the bathroom or go and get more coffee or water.
You drink coffee at night?
Sometimes.
Yeah, this is late
If
nights.
I need to. It is late nights sometimes.
I guess I drink Red Bull vodka. It's essentially the same thing.
It's not
yeah.
the same thing.
Oh, that's terrible.
Coffee gross. Ew.
People will be like, you know, you're supposed to drink or eat organic vegetables, but then be the same ones drinking 2 vodka Red Bulls at 2 a.m.
Hell
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like, okay.
Lloyd does no vegetables.
I've never had
and
a
lot of
vegetable in my
vodka Red
life.
Bulls.
Yeah, Bloody Mary's got a.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't
Got
like them.
celery in it.
I don't like those.
of course not.
It's a waste of. It's taking too long. It's it delays the process. Too thick. Need to streamline this.
Yeah, you need to make this faster.
Too much
It's fine.
viscosity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't like this.
That's why I don't put ice in my drinks.
Uh,
in the
It's
way.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's what I would say about that.
Carl Dunn wants to know, John, if you've ever been almost smoked on the sidelines.
Yeah.
filming.
I have been hit before. It wasn't a bad collision, but
It wasn't BK and Weston Davis.
that was bad.
God, he got clobbered.
Weston Davis saw him too.
No, he didn't.
It
Funny
took out
enough,
some frustration.
Funny enough, Carl, I've been hit more by refs than I have by players.
Oh, Carl.
So,
Carl.
running down the sideline.
Yeah.
We got contentious at the Dunham game. This guy accidentally, he ran into a guy that was filming behind the line, and then I was kind of just filming Elijah during a commercial break, and this guy was backing up, and he wasn't looking where he was going. He ran into me, and he got pissed at me about it. So I get hit by the officials more than the actual players. But that action comes right at you. The Catholic Destrehan game, there was a massive hit right in front of me, and somehow, some way, I found a way to be in the one spot where I didn't get hit.
Right.
So it gets tight.
That's my favorite part about sending Christian out there is I cannot wait. And obviously I don't want him to get hurt.
Right.
But God, I want him to get pummeled.
Well, you know it, he'll get pummeled. He'll go, yeah, that was awesome.
Love that.
Yeah.
All the cameras. 20
Yeah,
yards.
yeah.
Did anybody
shattered.
get me?
Am I going to be on TV?
Yeah, I'll get him.
Yeah.
I'll get him.
That was
If
perfect.
it happens, I'll get him. But he stands behind the end zone and
He stays out the way.
keeps a low profile.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got to
he's gotta
be
reach
at
it.
an angle where he can get the shot.
The RPO.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'll just take him out.
What you
Yeah.
need to do is teach him how to video a read option. This kid,
It's hard. It's hard.
dude.
hard.
It gets him. It gets him every time. Whether it's getting handed off to the running back or the quarterback keeps it, he finds a way to guess the wrong one.
Yeah.
Every
Sometimes it's
time.
just you got to take a gamble, and
Yeah.
sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I'll tell you who's hard to film is Acadiana. I went to
the
their game
option?
against Zachary. They run the veer
Uh-huh.
split back
Yes.
option. Oh my god! Because you don't even if he hands it off to the fullback, you don't even see it. Like it's snap,
right.
boom.
It's so fast.
Yeah, like sometimes.
That's what LSU's about to start running. That
God.
veer offense.
Hey, I mean,
Jack Pyburn at H-back.
Army beat Kansas State.
Yeah.
it worked for them.
Hey.
So
Navy was on a heater last year. Was
Yeah.
it Navy or Army?
I think it
last
was
year.
Navy. They're going into.
Man.
Oh, yeah, it was
Oh.
Navy. I mean, he's going to win the Heisman through, like, week 9.
I play these free games where you can like kind of bet spreads on Yahoo and stuff just for fun, and I hate picking the military academy games because it's just like you have no idea what's
No.
going to happen ever.
They're going to play hard.
Yeah. Hey.
Yeah,
give
but
their
they
all.
could get blown out or they could blow the other team out.
Right.
It's just there's no really.
There's no rhyme or reason really ever.
Did
If
y'all
you bet
practice?
games against military academies, like God
You're not
bless.
American.
Well, that too, or unless you bet for them.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Always bet for him.
See, I won't pick between Army and Navy. Actually, I bet on both and just lose the juice.
Donate the winnings.
There you
That's
go.
right. Unless I'm the NFL and the Wounded Warrior Project, which they were just taking for themselves and charging
Were they?
veterans to go on the field. Yeah.
Oh,
You have so much information. That's just I don't even know where.
it's got all this tea.
He does. Yes.
I'm so jealous if Pablo Torre finds out. I would love to work for him.
Dude, he
That's right up my
that
alley.
is fun.
I mean, what
He
China...
needs to be careful though.
Oh, he's going to get killed.
He's getting into the dirty undercarriage of all these rich people in the NBA.
Well, not only that, you see what China's doing? With the... They have this product that, like, athletes wear, and it, like, scans their... It gives them, like, brain waves, like, it's for training or whatever.
Yeah.
They're taking their information and using it in AI, so they're scanning their brain and making these fucking AI athlete super soldiers that are going to be put into little... It's either little Japanese babies, or they're going to put them into robots, and then we're going to get our ass kicked by robots. Like, they're going to be awesome at
Ready,
tennis.
blue, 42,
It's gonna
set,
sound just
ready,
like Tom.
set.
Here we
ready,
go!
set.
Like, where did you learn that?
Green 18!
Yeah,
it's gonna
like,
be Aaron
oh,
Rodgers.
It's Rogers. I quit.
God, yeah, pass.
But,
Okay, Boomer.
yeah. Get
John,
ready.
we appreciate you making your way over here.
No problem.
Hanging out. It's been a while. Glad to have you back.
Yeah, thanks for having me back.
It was
LSU,
Army.
Southeastern, Saturday night. We'll be back tomorrow morning, 7 to 9
We're
a.m.
purple.
We'll see you then.
Live gold.